What's going on, world? How you feeling? How you living? You guys already know who it is. It's your boy Jay, aka Big Daddy Beard. Welcome back to another segment of the Debate Table, my podcast on my gaming channel, Big Daddy Beard Gaming Promotions, where we talk about a different array of topics that you, yes, you, my fans, my followers have given me to discuss and talk with you about, where everyone here has a voice. Everyone is entitled to their opinion. No one is judged or criticized for what they say or how they feel about the different topics that we discuss throughout this episodic segment. So just keep that in mind. Welcome in, welcome in. So before we get started, if there's anybody interested in purchasing any merch from my collection in regards to the debate table, again, you guys see I'm always wearing my shirt right here. TDT all day, every day. You see it. If you guys want something like this or in any color, any size, definitely let me know. Hit me up, and I got you for sure. Before we get into tonight's topic, again, for anybody that wants to come up, anybody that wants to participate within the live panel, I'll be dropping the link so that you guys can come up. Just remember, when you do, make sure you're only using one specific device, whether you're using like a tablet or a phone or whatever device you use to come up through StreamYard. Just make sure that's the only device you're using. Don't have any other devices running in the background because it's going to create a lot of noise and it's going to create feedback, which is going to cause it to echo. So just kind of keep that in mind. Make sure you have that. Make sure that you guys have your camera active. If you don't want to be seen, that's okay. You can always flip your camera to where it just shows your avatar and you don't necessarily have to be shown. If you do want to show yourself, just make sure that it's nice, bright, clear so that we're able to see you. And most importantly, just make sure you guys have respect for everybody that comes through, shows love and support. Everyone is entitled to their opinion. So just keep that in mind. We're not here to judge. We're not here to criticize or anything like that. We're just here to have a vibe, talk, debate, and topic on everything that we discuss over here. Sound good? All right. So let's get it popping. But before we do, let's start welcoming everybody in that's coming through. Disney Type, how you feeling? How you living? Welcome in. Appreciate you joining. Miss T with the T, how you feeling? How you living? Welcome in. Welcome in. Appreciate you joining. All right. I already have the link set up, but I'm going to drop it one more time for anybody that does want to come up. There it is right there. Queen V, what's going on? Welcome in. How you feeling? How you living? Appreciate y'all joining. Thank you. Thank you. So let's get into it because I'm not going to lie. I'm extremely hyped up for this one. Oh, okay. Oh, that's you, Trav? Okay. Welcome my cousin in Trav, aka Merge. He's rocking off of his girls account. All right, that's what's up. Cool. Appreciate that. All right, ladies and gents, let's get into it. Let's definitely talk about it. So, for as long as I can remember, and as long as everyone else can remember, two of the biggest entertainment companies in the world, whether you know them or whether you don't know them, has always been Marvel and DC. And over the course of time, ever since they first got founded and they've originated, they have brought us tons of entertainment, tons of different content, from toys to movies to films, television shows, cartoons, video games, you name it. The list goes on and on. Now, some people like to believe that there is no bidding war between the two, but believe it or not, like I said, I do my research. I keep my ear to the streets. I'm constantly bumping into people, whether it's through streaming or just talking to people just, on a regular, day-to-day life, that are constantly having this back and forth debate on which one is better. You got most people that side with Marvel. You got others that side with DC. You have some that are in between, that they necessarily don't really have a favorite. They like both of them, for whatever reason. And that's cool. Like I said, I don't discriminate, if people like DC more than Marvel or vice versa, or like I said, if they like both. But again, we're here to talk about it. We're here to settle this debate the same way we've done with all the other ones. So like I said, the topic of conversation is, which one do you believe is the better universal entertainment company between Marvel and DC? That's going to be the first question. I have a couple other questions too that I'm going to be posing to everybody that's coming in. So my next question is, when it comes to all of the superheroes, all of the villains that you know from the Marvel and DC Universe. If you had to put 4 as well as an honorable mention, a +1, if you had to put them into your Mount Rushmore, which is your own little personal top 4, in a sense, you could say 5, but you need 4 solidified ones. If you had to put 4 superheroes and 4 supervillains in your own personal Mount Rushmore, as well as a +1, who would they be? That's question number 2. PVG, what's going on, my guy? Appreciate you coming through. How you feeling? How you living? We got the Griffins in the building. What up, Griffs? Joe, Chrissy, how you feeling? How you living? Welcome in. So again, if you had to put 4 personal superheroes into your Mount Rushmore and 4 personal villains into your Mount Rushmore, as well as a +1, an honorable mention for both, who would they be? That's the second question. Third question is, say the company gave you creative control, sorry. Say the company wanted to add you or create a character for you. Say they gave you the opportunity, if they wanted to give you the opportunity to create a character for you. If they came to you and say, hey, look, listen, we want to create a character based on you, a superhero or a supervillain. If you had the opportunity to have that done by either company, first question is, would you choose a villain or a superhero? That's the first question. Second question is, what ability would you possess? What ability would you possess, or abilities? So that's the second part. So if you guys need me to kind of react that as we go along, I'll definitely do so. But yeah, let me keep welcoming everybody in. Who else we got coming through? Swine, my brother. What's going on, Rock? How you feeling? How you living? Welcome in. Hey, got my cousin in the building. What's good, P? Welcome in. How you feeling? How you living? Simply Adventures, all the way from the Philippines. Shout out to my international family coming through, showing love. How you feeling? How you living? All right, let's get into it. But before I do, AIA, hey, what's going on? How you feeling? How you living? Big shout out to all my members that have been joining the channel. And again, big shout out to each and everybody that continues to show love and support to this. So before we get into it, let me just give you guys a little bit more background and insight on both companies, for those who don't know, even those who don't know and just want to learn a little bit more. But, before we start getting into our reading, I got to do it. I gotta get fly and flashy. Like I said, these are my F&F reading glasses right here, my fly and flashy glasses. I never read without them. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to start with Marvel first off. Let's get into it. Excuse me. 755, what's going on, my favorite gamer's favorite gamer? I appreciate that. How you feeling? How you living? Welcome in. All right, so Marvel Entertainment is an American entertainment company founded in June of 1998 and is based in New York City, New York. Formed by the merger of Marvel Entertainment Group and Toy Biz. The company is a wholly owned subsidiary of the Walt Disney Company and is mainly known for its comic books by Marvel Comics, as well as its forays into films, television, streaming shows, including those within the Marvel Cinematic Universe, MCU for short. You know that. All right. Marvel Entertainment Group Incorporated, Marvel or MEG, incorporated on December 2nd, 1986, and included Marvel Comics and Marvel Productions. That year, it was sold to New World Entertainment, Ltd., as part of a liquidation of Cadence Industries. On January 6, 1989, Ronald Perlman's Mac Andrews and Forbes Holding bought Marvel Entertainment Group from New World for $82.5 million. Damn! The deal did not include Marvel Productions, which was folded into New World's TV and movie business. It is a mini Disney in terms and intellectual property, said Perlman. Disney's got much more highly recognized characters and softer characters. I ain't lying about that. Whereas our characters are termed action heroes, but at Marvel, we are now in the business of the creation and marketing of characters. What he said. Let's keep it going. In 2009, the Walt Disney Company acquired Marvel Entertainment for US $4 billion. Good God, I did not know that. It has been limited liability company since then. For financial reporting purposes, Marvel is primarily reported as part of Disney's consumer products segment ever since Marvel Studios' reorganization from Marvel Entertainment into Walt Disney Studios. Over the years, Marvel Entertainment has entered into several partnerships and negotiations with other companies across the variety of businesses. As of 2019, Marvel has film licensing agreements with Sony Pictures via Columbia Pictures for Spider-Man, the GOAT, and Universal Pictures a right of first refusal to pick up the distribution rights of any future Hulk films produced by Marvel Studios, and theme park license agreements with IMG World of Adventures and Universal Parks and Resorts for specific Marvel character rights at Islands and Adventures and Universal Studios Japan. Aside from their contract with Universal Parks and Resorts, Marvel characters and properties have also appeared in Disney parks. So there you have it for Marvel. I want to make sure I keep up with everybody before I get into DC. So who else we got up in here? Nice to catch you. Came to show some love. Appreciate that, PVG. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Y'all are crazy. Looking for Tone Low. I like to say do the wild thing. I love it, 755. I love it. I love it. Ski, what's going on? That's Mr. MCU himself. Welcome my cousin in. How you feeling? How you living? Appreciate you coming through. All right, let me stop it right there because I see you already put yours in. All right, so let me go ahead and get to the DC section. All right. DC Entertainment is an American entertainment company founded in September 2009 and is based in Burbank, California. The company is a subsidiary of Warner Brothers Entertainment that manages its DC comic units and intellectual property in other units as they work with other Warner Brothers units. It also delves into those units within the DC Extended Universe, or DCEU for short. In September 9th, 2009, Warner Brothers announced that DC Comics would be a subsidiary of DC Entertainment Incorporated, with Diane Nelson, president of Warner Premiere, becoming president of the newly formed holding company, and DC Comics president and publisher Paul Levitz moving to the position of contributing editor and overall consultant there. Warner Brothers and DC Comics have been owned by the same company since 1969. So there you have it, a little bit of insight on both the companies for those who know or don't know. So yes, let's get it popping. Let's get into it. So I'm gonna start right off the bat. Oh, before I do start, big shout out to everybody that went to my community tab and cast their vote in the poll. The poll is still open for anybody that wants to go ahead and vote, whether you're a fan of Marvel only, DC only, or you're a fan of both. No answer is wrong. So let's get it popping. All right, now I'm gonna start with myself. I've been a huge Marvel fan since day one. DC, I'm not such a big fan, but there are some things that DC does have that, you know, I give credit where credit is due. I'm not the biggest fan, but I can associate with a couple of the things. You know, they do have some dope video games. I'll give them that. They definitely have some really dope animated series, you know, and films. I give credit to that because I used to watch Batman, the animated series. You know, show of hands who watched that, just like I did. Real dope. But I've always just leaned to Marvel more. I think they just have more interesting characters, you know, storylines. I mean, just pretty much just everything. They have a couple hits and miss, but overall though, like I've just been a fan of Marvel. And ever since I got introduced to Spider-Man, look, the rest was history. So that's my take. I just feel like Marvel is the better company, and not just so much from a popularity standpoint, but just for everything that I just said. So that's my take on it. All right, let's see. All right, so my cousin, he already gave his. Okay, so you said Spider-Man, Batman, Wolverine, and Doom. Okay, so Ski, here's the thing. You got to do 2 different lists. So you got to pick 4 superheroes and then 4 supervillains. So you're going to do 2 Mount Rushmores for everybody that's coming in. 1 for heroes and 1 for villains. You can get an honorable mention too, making it 5 altogether. But you need 4 solidified. 4 for your superheroes and another 4 for your supervillains. So, but that's not bad though, not bad. And again, if anybody wants to come up, just let me know, and I'll definitely drop the link for y'all. Chrissy, what's going on? How you feeling? How you living? Chronos, what's good, my guy? Appreciate you coming through. How you feeling? How you living? Welcome in. All right. So let me see. I'm trying to make sure I keep up with everybody. All right. So Chrono said I'm a DC guy and I love Marvel too. Okay, cool. Yeah. When I went to the community tab, I saw that there were a lot more people that leaned more towards both. I kind of figured that, you know, because everybody has their favorites from both universes, which is cool. But like I said, I've just always been more of a Marvel fan. Now, one thing about DC I will say is they do have some dope villains, especially like in the world of Batman. Batman, I think out of all the characters in DC, Batman probably has the dopest villains in my mind. Because, I mean, they're very dark and twisted. And there's a few of them that I'm going to mention in my Mount Rushmore as far as supervillains are concerned. But I definitely give them credit for that, though, for sure. The heroes, not so much. I mean, I don't really have, like, a favorite from DC as far as, like, heroes concerned. Again, like I said, I lean more towards Marvel. So, all right, let me see who else. I just want to. So yeah, again, everybody that's coming in. I look like Tone Loc with the glasses on. Said DC was not founded in 2009. Hey, well, the formation. That's what they look. That's off Wikipedia. So look, Ski, you can talk to them about that. Like I said, I'm just reading what they wrote. So I mean, if you want to, you know, head to the corporate offices and talk to them and let them know, you know, you can definitely do so. So, all right. Let me make sure I'm keeping up with everybody. I got the chat fine right now. But yeah, what's going on though? Talk to me, y'all. So let me know. First question is, you know, which do you guys believe is the better company overall between Marvel and DC? That's the first question. Second question is the whole Mount Rushmore. Melanie D, what's going on? Appreciate you coming through. How you feeling? How you living? Welcome in, welcome in. Okay, so Chrissy said she loves Thor, Captain America, and Superman. Okay, all right. Captain America is definitely one. He's one of my my Mount Rushmore ones. Stan Lee till I die. I know. Rest in peace. Moment of silence for the late great Stan Lee. Rest in peace. I'm not gonna lie. Like when I first went to college in New York, for those who don't know, I went to this company. I went to the school called the School of Visual Arts. It was in Midtown Manhattan. They pretty much like they dedicate almost everything they do artistically to Stan Lee. And it was so dope. And I got a chance to do so much research and learn more about him as I was going through school. Real dope. And I mean, everything that he's touched has just been amazing. You know, even when I went to go see the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, that dedication that they did towards the end of it for Stan Lee, that was amazing. I ain't gonna lie, I almost teared up. I almost did, but I mean, yeah, that was a hell of a tribute. But yeah, rest in peace to Stan Lee, man. Always and forever. All right, let me keep going. Okay, so I got my lady in the building, Mrs. EC. How you feeling? How you living? Welcome in, mama. All right, so my cousin P, he says Spider-Man, Thor, Deadpool, Doctor Strange, and Wolverine for his superhero Mount Rushmore. That ain't bad. That's a nice starting 5 right there. That's not bad. I ain't gonna lie. All right. Stan Lee till I die. Exactly, Trav. Exactly. All right. Anyone else? Talk to me. And again, if you guys want to come up, just let me know and I'll drop the link for you. Just give me a shout out in the live chat. So add it again. She said Thor, Captain America, Tony Stark's, which is Iron Man, Black Panther. Okay. Loki, Thanos, the nephew from Black Panther. That is oh God. What was his name? Damn it. I know you're talking about Michael B. Jordan's character. I forgot his name. And you said you can't think of a fourth one? Okay, it's okay. Take your time. Take your time, everybody. Like, for those that are still kind of thinking and brainstorming, I know it's challenging. It is really tough to think about, four solidified ones and an honorable mention. But it's possible though. Just think about every character, every character that you liked, that you loved, that you grew up knowing about. Think about them. Think about all the villains. And again, it doesn't have to be strictly from just one. It could be from either universe. You can combine them together. All right. So Chrissy said, "Oh, Wolverine too." Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of Wolverine fans in here. Griffin said Captain America is definitely. Oh, wow. Look, Joe, Chrissy, without a doubt, Cap is definitely one of the GOATs. All right, let me just make sure I'm caught up with everybody. Okay. Killmonger. Thank you, Ski. Thank you. All right. On my way to work, I'll keep you running in my pocket. All right, Mama. I appreciate that. Love you, baby. Okay. All right. Let me bring my first guest up. Just the person I wanted to see, too.
What up?
What's good with it?
Chilling.
Mr. MCU himself. Y'all welcome my cousin Josh, a.k.a. Ski, a.k.a. the Oracle of the Marvel and DC universe. You know that's your new name, right?
I'm not the Oracle of anything. You just read some bad information, and I couldn't let you do that.
Hey, look. Well, like I said, that's Wikipedia. Don't kill the messenger. I'm just writing what they said. But since you're up here, come on, enlighten us. Let us know. The floor is yours, my guy.
I have nothing to say. Like, hey, we all know who's on DC. We all know who's on Marvel. It doesn't matter what their corporate structure it is. It's about who's versus who, right? Who's better? Who's the better company? Is it Marvel? Is it DC? Who makes better comics? Who makes better shows? Who makes better movies? Who has better heroes? Who has better villains? Who is it?
You know me. I'm going to say Marvel.
Yeah, you could say Marvel, but it's true.
I mean, of course. Why wouldn't it be?
Marvel don't got Batman.
You said what?
Marvel don't got Batman.
I mean, look. Let me say this now. Let me address this whole thing about Batman because I get a lot of scrutiny for this. My thing with Batman is, okay, number one, I don't like that they treat this man like he is like invincible, like he's immortal. Like he's capable of getting killed. He's capable of getting off and stuff like that. That's number one. They try to pit him up against like pretty much everybody, like people that are just way powerful than him. And I get it. He's the world's greatest detective. The man has a gadget for everything, but it's just, to me, I don't know. It doesn't feel, especially, I think it's more so because I was talking about my cousin P. I was talking about this with him earlier. I think the movies depict him as having like everything, every single gadget for every situation. To me, that's just not realistic. If you're in one of those situations where you don't have all those gadgets, you don't have all the different transportation and all that, like, what do you really want to do?
He's a crazy billionaire in a bat suit. He always has something up his sleeve. what else do you need to know about him? He's gonna have something. Did you see that movie Justice League Doom?
Was that the animated one?
Yeah.
I didn't see that one.
How Batman has a contingency plan for everything. Like someone hacked into Batman's computer and they found the plans of how he would kill every single member of the Justice League. And then they all asked him, like, yo, what's wrong with you? And he's like, because y'all you know who y'all are? Like, if something happens to y'all one day, y'all gotta die. And that was the justification. They kicked him out the Justice League. Batman is a lunatic. You have to treat him as such.
I might have to watch that one. That seems pretty interesting.
Crazy. It's legitimately crazy. He even put a contingency plan against himself. He said, if I go to the other side and I go evil, what y'all got to do is basically make me look at my parents, and I'll like lose all like helplessness. I'll just like crumble into a little into a cookie. I can't do anything. He's nuts.
That's very interesting. But yeah, but like back to the point though, like okay, I'll give you an example. And I was talking to my cousin about this earlier, P. Like the Batman movies, the ones with Val Kilmer and George Clooney. That one, actually, it was Batman and Robin. That one where they first had their encounter with Mr. Freeze. What? You laughing?
We don't talk about that movie.
Well, no, we're gonna talk about it. Damn it! You
That
done pulled up your chair, huh?
That movie doesn't exist. Batman Forever doesn't exist.
No. It exists.
We've never seen Batman bust out the Batman credit card. None of that ever happened.
No, look, we cannot sweep it under the rug as much as we want to. You and I, it is there. It is etched in stone. So we are going to talk about it. This is just proves my point of why I'm not a big Batman fan. That one scene in Batman and Robin when he first encountered Mr. Freeze. Now, how the hell do him and Robin are fighting off all these goons? They fall down on the sheet of ice that Mr. Freeze sprayed all over the ground, and they're able to click their heels and got ice skates. Come on. Stop realistic.
Does not exist. You're not understanding what I'm saying. That movie is not
real.
It
exists.
It was a fever dream. That's what that movie was. It was a fever dream. It never happened. Okay, we have Batman. We have Batman Returns, and then somehow it skipped all the way to Batman Begins. I don't know how that happened.
You know how it happened.
I don't know what Forever is. I don't know what Batman and Robin is. It's only from that point on. It begins Dark Knight. I don't even know if I like Dark Knight Rises that much. And the new Batman is dope too. But I don't know about the 90s movies. Nah.
Hey, look, you and I know from a family standpoint, we know they don't exist, but unfortunately they do. They don't exist in our minds because we those movies are abominations, just like Mortal Kombat Annihilation. But unfortunately, they exist, so we have to talk about them. All right, hold that thought for a second, Oski. Prince Vision said they need to come out with a Black Panther PS5 game. They do. That would be dope. I would definitely love to see that. All right. Oh, well, everybody's saying what's up to you, Josh. I don't know if you can see the comments and stuff. All right, so added again said, hold on, let me go back. I was going to say that Josh, he's not a billionaire. He's a billionaire and have nothing but time to create stuff. Yeah. Very true. Very true. Frugal Mama, what's going on? I'm sorry. Hold that thought for a second. See, I'm just trying to keep up with everybody. What's going on, Frugal Mama? How you feeling? How you living? Welcome. Added again said, I like Marvel because they add humor into the mix. DC comes off as serious and dark. Yeah. Very, very true. I mean, sometimes they don't need to put so much humor into it. I mean, it works because they do a good job of like blending it in there really well. But it's not even so much about like whether it's dark or not. I just want it to be entertaining. And like I said, that's where I feel like Marvel wins. They just really have more entertaining stuff that keeps me engaged. I love the dark stuff, don't get me wrong. But I don't know. I just feel like they win just when it comes to like just overall storytelling, like those moments where, you really feel that pain or that anguish when something happens, so that's my take on that. Disney type said, I'm sorry, but I hate Batman with a passion. I'm not a big Batman fan either. I love the animated movies. I love the Batman Arkham games. Those are dope. They did that, but I'm not a big fan overall. Okay, so Chrono said, I'm with you, Josh. The earlier Batman movies were practice. And my cousin said, yeah, Justice League Doom was fire. Yeah, I might have to check it out. Okay. All right, go ahead, Ski. Yeah, proceed. What were you gonna say?
But Batman has the best animated superhero show of all time. Prove me wrong.
The one on Fox Kids?
The original, the animated series.
That was the Fox Kids one.
Whichever one was the I'm blanking on the animator's name. Tim something. That's his show.
You don't I think that's the one you're talking about when they had Robin come in later on and stuff like that.
And then it branched off into like the Superman show, and then the Justice League, and then all like that whole universe of cartoons. Like that Batman show, particularly, is the best superhero cartoon show ever.
Oh yeah, you said it's the best what?
Cartoon superhero show of all time, animated superhero show of all time. It has
You know what? I won't disagree with that.
because
It's definitely. I don't want to say the best.
it's damn near flawless. Spider-Man has issues. X-Men has hella issues. No one talks about the Iron Man show or the Fantastic Four show. It's just Batman. Like that show had everything you could want in like a series. It was one, and it gave me Mask of the Phantasm. So like, yeah, best show.
Woo! Yeah. Okay. You know what? Now that you said all of that, yeah, I can agree with that. Oh wait, hold on a second. Okay. You know what? Yeah. Now that you did say that, I can agree with that. Yeah. I just thought about that too. That Batman animated series, it was dope. And Master of the Phantasm, that's definitely like one of my favorites right there, for sure. So I'll give you credit on that one. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. All right. So yeah, let me see. Let me get back to the chat, see what everybody's saying. Okay. What's going on, KB? Welcome in. How you feeling? How you living? Okay. Chrono said I used to oh, Tim Burton.
That's not who I meant. I meant Bruce Timm. Bruce Timm created
Bruce
the
Timm.
anime.
Okay.
Tim Burton did the he did the Michael Keaton movies.
And the Michael Keaton ones, fire. I love those. Those to me, those were the best ones as far as like Batman is concerned. Okay. At it again said I had to study crime as a psychologist. They use color schemes to depict the characters. Wow. I didn't know that. That's what's up. AIA. Mama La, what's going on? Appreciate you coming through. Again, big shout out to my international family coming through, showing love and stuff. Not sure what time it is over there, but I do appreciate it. Mega love shout out to all of y'all. All right. Chrono said I used to run home after school to watch the Batman anime series. Yo, I ain't gonna front. Same thing. I used to do the exact same thing, especially when they added it on the weekends to the Fox Kids lineup. I don't know for those who remember that Fox Kids lineup when they had. Well, no. What, was it on Fox Kids? Yeah, it was. Yeah, because they had Wolverine. I mean, they had X-Men. They had Spider-Man, which were good, but they could have been a lot better though. I'm gonna lie. But now that I really think about it, Ski, now that you said that, yeah, that Batman animated series, it did have like it was well balanced. They did a real good job with that. So I'll give credit where credit's due. They got that off. All right. I'm doing good, Kelly. How you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. All right. So let me ask you this, Ski. Before I give my Mount Rushmore, who is your Mount Rushmore for, and your honorable mention for superheroes, and then who is your Mount Rushmore for super villains, and your honorable mention? Start with the heroes first, and then the villains.
I'll give it Spider-Man, Batman,
Woo!
Wolverine.
Okay.
I'm kind of struggling on the fourth. I'll probably give
What?
it to maybe.
You said Tupac. What?
Nah, I'm struggling on the fourth. Maybe Mr. Fantastic.
Okay.
Maybe.
I can't.
No.
You know, as many movies as you done watched in animated series, this is a tough one. I mean, it is tough. I'm not gonna say it's not. It's tough.
When you ask me this question, I'm mostly thinking about the comics and recently, like what they did with like Doom and Mr. Fantastic kind of shot them up another level for me personally. So like that's why I got Mr. Fantastic right there as my fourth. I mean Spidey's undeniable. He's my number one. There's nothing you could tell me. I mean, yes, like the character has gone through some wild things, but Spider-Man is like the GOAT. Like it's not
Thank
even
you.
he's the
Thank
GOAT.
you. I can finally acknowledge you as my cousin again.
The original comic book series, Stan Lee and Steve Ditko. You got the animated series, which is pretty decent. You got the Sam Raimi, the original Sam Raimi trilogy.
Keep going.
You got the the Amazing series was but then they brought it right back with the Home series.
Woo! Yes, they did.
And obviously, if you saw No Way Home, you understand Spider-Man's impact even more. Like that movie is a celebration of Spider-Man. Like at the end of the day, we really think about it. It's all things that culminate Spider-Man, and Spider-Man is literally what you want. Spider-Man is one of the few heroes in comic books that you could literally relate to. He's a 16-year-old kid and he has no idea what the hell he's doing. But he's going day by day, just being like, "Look, I'm just trying to be the best I can be." And like, isn't that what we all strive for? Don't we all just want to be the best we can be? I sound like a freaking army ad right now, but like, yeah, Spidey's that ill, and he goes through real things. You know, he has love, he has loss. He goes through some he goes some real stuff, and like, shout out to them for putting that all in that in something that people of all ages can read. You know, it's great.
What he said. Take him to church. Take him to church. I say this. I argue this so much. People like to sit here and give me hell for it. Spider-Man is the Michael Jordan of the comic book world. The GOAT. That's why I did this shirt. One of the first shirts I airbrushed right here. You see it. The GOAT.
If Spidey's the Michael Jordan, then Batman is like the Magic Johnson or the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, whoever is next in line after Michael Jordan or the LeBron. Because while Batman is none of the things I said he was, that I said Spider-Man was, what Batman has is he's like the world's greatest detective. He's a crazy man. He's a crazy billionaire running around in a bat suit, punching dudes just because someone killed his parents. He has some of the best villains in comic book history. His villains top Spider-Man's, personally for me. Like if you put Spider-Man's top 5 villains versus Batman's top 5 villains, I think Batman's villains got him in a landslide. You know?
I can't agree there, Skip.
And it's a different vibe. Whereas Spider-Man's a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, Batman's like this moody detective who only prowls at night, and he has a cold. You know, he doesn't kill. That's his cold. Batman's dope. Batman's one of the best. He gets the best movies. That I don't think that could be denied. Like I just saw the Batman not too long ago, and like, yeah, man, Batman's still number 1 in films, man. I'm sorry.
Oh, no. See, you were doing good. You had me ready to testify, get the Holy Ghost and all of that. And then you just took the needle right off the record. Come on.
Batman doesn't have a single power other than the fact that he's rich. And he could somehow stand on the same platform as a Superman, as a Wonder Woman, as an Aquaman, as a Green Lantern, as a Flash. And he's an equal member. Even without all the stuff, you watch those Justice League shows, and he be talking down on them like they can't like flick him into the sun, and he don't care because he's Batman. That's how ill.
Hold that thought. This is getting good. I'm loving this. Okay, Janelle and Merge said they disagree with you on that one, Ski. I disagree too. I'm sorry, but hold that thought though.
Travis did not see that movie, so I don't care what he says. He did not see that movie. He has zero opinion. And Janelle said that she loved it. So that's all I'm saying.
Okay. Hold that thought for 1 second. Melanie, okay, you got me running in the background. Okay, appreciate that, Melanie. Okay. So At It Again said Superman was shot in another dimension by his parents for safety. I did not know that. SP, what's going on, my guy? Mr. Slow Your Damn Roll is in the building. What up, King? Salute. Appreciate you coming through. So they said that movie was booty meat. Wow. What's going on, Angie? We got our auntie in the building. What's going on? Angie Styles, welcome in. How you feeling? How you living? Okay. So she said top 5. Spider-Man, absolutely. Wonder Woman, Superman, Aquaman, and The Flash. Okay, so there's your 4 and your honorable mention. Okay. Okay. Hey, look, as long as you got the gold in there, yeah, that's good in my book, auntie. So thank you. Thank you. P said you tripping. Blaze, what's good, my guy? How you feeling? How you living? Welcome in. Welcome in. Yes, sir. We out here. You already know it. We out here. All right. So for everybody coming in, welcome. The topic of conversation is, which do you believe is the better universal entertainment company between Marvel and DC? That's number 1. Number 2 is, who would you put in your Mount Rushmore 4, as well as an honorable mention in regards to superheroes and supervillains? So which 4 are you putting into your superheroes Mount Rushmore, as well as an honorable mention? Which 4 are you putting into your supervillains, as well as your honorable mention? That's the next question. Question 3 is, if you were given an opportunity to have a character created for you by either company, first question, who would you choose to be, a hero or a villain? Second question is, what ability or abilities would your character possess? I did hear somebody say, I think that was added again. She said mind control. That's actually not a bad one. But yeah. So go ahead, Ski. Keep on going. What were you about to say? You still there?
Wow, I was going off and I was on mute. How can I bring that back? I don't care what y'all say. Batman's one of the best ever. If Spider-Man wasn't so damn popular right now, you all would realize how great Batman is.
Look, it's Spider-Man though. Everything you just said, you just took everybody to church. You had everybody in here testifying and jumping out their seats. The congregation was singing. And you take the needle off the record, and then you say Batman. It's like, come on, everything you just said. Look, you know why I love Spider-Man so much, and everything you just said, because I can really relate to him. I can relate to everything that he's went through, you know, losing loved ones, going through the everyday struggles with jobs and people just stressing you out, you know, all the multitasking that he's doing, working, you know, going to school, still trying to be there for whatever family he does have left. And on top of that, trying to save the world. I mean, it's dope. And like I said, he doesn't have all these crazy abilities, but what abilities he does have still just makes him so dope. And he's a genius. The man is smart. He's crafty. He's witty. He's clever. He's so many things. So it's like that all right there is why he's my fan. Dopest stories, dopest villains. So I'm not gonna lie, the villains with Batman and Spider-Man, they teeter-totter. I might lean towards Spider-Man a little bit more with the villains, only because he got some crazy villains. Just Carnage alone.
No Way Home proved to me that Batman has better villains.
You said what?
No Way Home proved to me that Batman has better villains. If you take the 5 villains that are in No Way Home and now put them up against Batman's best is like not is rocking them to sleep. I'm sorry.
Whoa, the Sinister Six? Come on. That was like the Wu-Tang of Spider-Man. Come on.
Yeah, nah. Like yeah, no.
Fam, just Carnage alone. You ever read his backstory, his origin?
Yes,
he was nutty. He was nuttier than Joker. And I love Joker.
Is a nut. And guess what? For some reason, they could not make him as crazy or even crazier than the Joker in the movie. Yeah, This is the problem. There should be, you should not be able to screw up Carnage. This is Carnage, and yet they did.
See that? Yeah, that was those Venom movies, and me and my cousin Pete talked about that earlier, because they could have did so much better with the Venom movies. But you know what? Damn, I hate to agree with you, but you might have a point. Yeah. I love the costumes exist though, because that Todd McFarlane was all over that. Shout out to Todd McFarlane. But I I thought everything you just said made me think about the Joker from The Dark Knight Returns, Heath Ledger. So I might have to agree with you on that, because that was Joker in his prime right there. Oh my God. Anybody that gets
it's like all the crazy, it's all the other shit he's done. Like look at the comic book version. Look at the Long Kiss Goodnight. I think that's what it's called. Where he legit, he's a nut. Joker is an absolute crazy person, and no one can top him. He's the best villain of all time, by the way. That's not a question. Well, I put him in Doom like up there, but yeah.
I can't disagree on that, because Joker, I mean, anybody that cuts their mouth, that slice their mouth open and makes their smile wider, you're deranged. Like, that's on a whole nother level of crazy. And even when I watched Dark Knight Returns, when he got thrown off the building, and it had to be like 20, 30 stories, my man was laughing all the way down. I'm like, yo, who's like, what? You're insane. Anybody else would have been screaming or yelling. My man's cracking up. I'm like, okay, yeah, Joker's, yeah. I can't disagree with that. All right, hold that thought for a second. What's going on, Terrell? Welcome in. Marvel Cuphead, what's going on, my guy? How you feeling? How you living? Marvel said I enjoy both Marvel and DC. Okay, cool. Blaze says Spider-Man from. Oh wait, hold on. Let me go back. Spider-Man for me since the 70s. Yeah. Hey, look, Blaze, that's why you my guy, man. Shout out to all my Spider-Man fans in the building, man. This is making me feel good. I'm loving it. Okay. What else? Let me see. All right. DC Constantine, House of Mystery. Do you enjoy that one? Oh, he's asking both of us. Do we enjoy that one? Ski. Constantine, House of Mystery.
I never saw Constantine.
Yeah, I never
read Constantine.
What's going on, Chris Kill? How you doing? How you feeling? How you living? Make a love shout out to you. My international family in the building. Appreciate this, y'all. Thank you. Terrell said he was totally the best Joker. Yes, he was. Heath Ledger killed that role. Still to this day, I watch that one. Number one villains. Okay. Joker, Venom, Doctor Doom, Green Goblin, and Magneto. Ooh, that's a nice lineup, Auntie. That is a nice lineup. Yeah. I think we can probably all agree Joker is probably like the most. He's out his mind. But
he shot Batgirl in the abdomen and put her in a wheelchair just to see Commissioner Gordon go nuts. He's crazy.
Yeah. You know what? I think about everything that he's done over the course of time in the comics, film. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Joker probably has the throne as far as he
killed Robin. He straight murdered him. Like,
who?
Bro, he killed Robin.
He did off Robin. I forgot about that. Yeah. Yeah. I gotta say Joker. All right.
Another one to watch. You gotta watch Batman Red Hood. That's a crazy.
You said what? Which one?
You gotta watch Batman Red Hood. That's another crazy Joker story. But yeah, good one.
I think I did see that one, if I'm not mistaken. I know the last one I saw was Killing Joke. That was pretty good.
That's the one. That's the one where he messes up Barbara Gordon. And
yeah.
And Under the Red Hood is where he straight offs Robin. Like, it's nuts.
Yeah, that I did see that one, but yeah, Killing Joke, they did a good job with that one. Even the Batman games, which are really dope too. I forgot about the Telltale ones that they have on PlayStation. Those are dope. That one that they had with the whole backstory and the origin of Joker and stuff like that, that was dope. They did good with that one. All right. Yeah, this is game
modern. Super well, but I guess they're the best modern day superhero games, or Arkham games.
Oh yeah, and that Gotham Knights is going to be. Whew, I cannot wait.
I don't know.
Hey.
That one I can't agree with you on.
You said what?
I can't agree with you on Gotham Knights.
What? Why?
That thing look booty. I'm sorry.
Man, look, you know that that's gonna be dope. You know it. Give it some time.
Maybe.
Definitely give it some time. All right. So for anybody else that wants to come up, I do have the link dropping for StreamYard. Just click on that. Just come on in. DC Constantine, Matt Ryan, I think is the best at playing that character. I don't think I've seen Constantine. I mean, I only know the movie, the one with what's his face, Keanu Reeves, but that Constantine, yeah, that one I never heard of that one. But I'm gonna keep that one in mind, Marvel, and definitely talk about that. Okay. All right. So
Dark.
He's part of what?
Justice League Dark.
Okay, because the name does sound real familiar now that I'm thinking about it. All right, but I think you are gonna like Gotham Knights. Just give it some time, because everything I've seen so far, it looks amazing.
Right, especially now, man, I'm gonna be honest, it's just Spider-Man 2 and Wolverine from here on out at the moment.
Oh yeah, look, that new Spider-Man game is going to be flawless. I just hope that they put some type of co-op capability in there. They got to. I know they're going to switch. You get to switch back and forth between both the Spider-Mans, which is dope, but they need to have a co-op segment in that. I feel like they will do it, probably later on, but they got to have it. If they don't, I might just, I don't know. I might walk into oncoming traffic if they don't put, make, I'm just saying. I need that. I need that. All right. We got another guest coming up. Come on in, pull up a chair.
Hey, yo, I just want to say, Ski, I seen that movie, bro. It was not, and I'm not even capping. I do not like that movie at all.
You're bugging.
You want the new Batman movie?
Janelle, yes, Janelle loves it.
You're bugging.
She was all into the detective, all that stuff, dude. I'm like,
it leads into him being a detective. That's what the number one thing Batman is. What are you talking?
But I don't.
It's literally
that's the whole reason I don't like it.
It's literally a cop movie. It's like two cops like trying to figure out the murder. It's a murder mystery,
bro.
That's the best thing about it.
No,
oh
no, I don't like it.
That's the best.
It wasn't my favorite. It wasn't my favorite, bro. At all.
I'm not gonna lie. Everybody, y'all welcome my cousin Trav in, aka Merge, and welcome his lady in, Janelle. What's going on, Janelle? How you feeling? How you living?
She just walked away, but
oh,
but she don't agree.
I
she
agree,
don't agree with me either. But
yeah, the recent Batman, the one that just came out with the dude from Twilight. Yeah. I like the whole dark ambiance of it because, like, my lady and I, we went to see it when I went to go visit her in Arizona. I like the dark vibe of it, but it carried on too long. I'm like, look, we get to some.
It was getting so boring. Like
it was.
They just kept dragging the scene, and I'm like, yo, come on.
It definitely did. I was going to sleep a couple times. I'm like, look, man, I like the whole noir, dark, eerie vibe to it and stuff. I get all that. That's cool. But like, can somebody get punched in the face or tossed off a building, get a brick thrown at them, somebody get hit with a batarang? Don't you make that face. Don't you make that face. You know it too.
I already know
what a snoozer.
I already know what scene Trav talking about, and that's one of the most genius scenes in the entire film.
It's Ski. See, this is what I love about Ski, because Ski, he likes the most simple scene out of the whole movie.
Let's get to it. The one where he's talking to him in the jail cell.
Yes,
that's the best scene,
bro.
It's amazing.
That was so damn boring. Like,
it's amazing because Batman thinks he just clocked him. He's like Bruce Wayne, and he's sitting there. He's looking at the camera. He's like, "Oh shit!" He knows who I am, but he doesn't say anything. He keeps talking and talking and talking up to the point where he's like, "Oh shit." Like I didn't get Bruce Wayne, and he's like, it then literally his face goes like oh shit, thank God he ain't realized who I was. That's the whole point of that scene. It was like, yo, you
I understand that.
He not really like he don't know.
I understand that.
And
But
then
the thing is,
come on, man.
When they were searching this man's whole apartment, right? His face was on the wall and nobody didn't see it.
You got a point. It was though.
Yeah.
His face was on the wall and it
That's
said
a valid
Bruce Wayne.
point.
It said Bruce Wayne and it had his picture on there.
Because
Bruce Wayne is Batman.
That was his target. He didn't.
Exactly
That was
what it said.
That wasn't
That's
meant
what
to
you
show
call
that
a
he
plot
was
hole right there.
Batman.
Thank you.
That wasn't meant to show that he was Batman. That was just showing like that was his target, and he just didn't kill his target.
But the thing is, you didn't put that together though. You put that together. You had to.
Exactly.
All
right, but the thing is, they had
because even he was looking crazy, like, oh shit, did they just reveal who I am?
Right,
Like,
and he covered it up. And he covered it up while he was
looking a little nuts, but like, nah, he's like, nah, they ain't got me.
Ghost. Then he was out of there.
Right, he ran out of the apartment.
Exactly.
Come on, Ski.
Look,
that Batman does not have the superhero title for movies, though. He don't have it.
Yeah, he does.
Don't have it. With
bro,
all
to
the
me,
trash movies in it, all the trash movies in the 90s, it counts.
They don't count. They never existed. I don't
they count, bro.
Val Kilmer never played Batman.
Hey,
I'm going Wikipedia, right? I'm going IMDb. They're there. They're there.
Bro.
Val Kilmer.
Nah, son. I only know Val Kilmer. I only know Val Kilmer.
Thank you. They exist. They may not exist in our minds, but they exist. They're there.
Yeah, what you say earlier about the damn ice skates and all that? Yeah, that shit.
Was so trash. That scene
Then he mentioned the Batman credit card.
So the ice skates blew my mind, bro.
Listen, even the Andrew Garfield movies wasn't as trash as that. Even the Andrew Garfield movies wasn't that bad.
I don't know what you're talking about because I don't know.
I'm here for it.
Hey, yo.
I like Andrew Garfield. He was a cool Spider-Man, but I don't. Last time I saw Val Kilmer wasn't he.
I still can't believe Ski picked Batman for number 2. I never knew you liked Batman like that.
Yeah.
Never knew that.
All right, hold that thought for a second. Let me just welcome everybody in for all those in the live chat. This is a family affair right now. I'm loving this right now. I got my cousin Ski in the building. Yes. I got my cousin Trav, aka Merge, in the building. Got my brother down there, Sebastian, aka Cheech. What's going on? How you feeling? How you living? And I got my other cousin in the building too, Pat, aka P, Mr. Multiversal. I'm loving it. All right, so let's try to break it up a little bit because it felt like court for a minute. Everybody's just like going at the same time and stuff. They're like, hey, I'm like, oh, order.
But I'm here for it. I love it. All right, I love it.
Hey, this is what we do over here at the debate table. That's all. I just tell everybody, come through, pull up a chair. Let's talk about it. All right. So Ski, you bugging with the whole Batman thing. I'm sorry right now. When it comes to movies right now, Spider-Man's got the title, especially after that last one, No Way Home. Oh God, flawless.
Hey, listen.
Flawless.
That shit was like a Saturday morning cartoon, dog. The fan service and the story wasn't trash. The story wasn't trash. Only thing that I don't like is Electro being Jamie Foxx.
Nah,
I think he played that role.
I don't like it.
I think he played that role.
I don't like that.
Yo, the motherfucker was blue in the first joint. Like,
no,
yeah, true.
And this is what I was talking to you about earlier before we got to start.
They gave him a fade this time. That's it.
Hey. They tried to save him with that fade. They tried to save him with that fade, but shit ain't work.
Wait.
Overall,
time out.
I think the movie was good.
Did you say a fade? Look, that was not Electro.
Yeah,
I don't care if he gave him a taper. I don't care if he had a Soul Train fro. That is not the depiction of Electro. If you look at Electro in the comics, he was a geek. He was a nerd.
that you read about. Okay, we ain't talking about that version. We talking about the film version. The film version is the best version of Electro. Let's just keep it a buck.
No.
Yeah, I can't.
Absolutely not. And I'm really mad that you said.
Listen.
Yeah, it's the hype about him on the face.
Yo, listen, cuz you know I read the comics. Electro storylines and Spider-Man's comics were ass. Just like the Shocker.
Just like the Shocker, just like Sandman.
Hold on. We're not gonna start trashing his rogue gallery, though. We're not gonna do that.
We 100% trash his rogue gallery. I already said that. I'm okay with trashing his rogue gallery.
Listen, Batman's rogue gallery is all a bunch of dumbass, crazy idiots. They all dumb as shit.
Crazy.
That's the reason why he outsmarted them all the time.
Exactly.
Joker, Penguin, Catwoman.
I might agree with you on the fact that Batman's rogue gallery might be a little bit more dangerous than Spider-Man's rogue gallery. Yeah, I agree with that.
Hold on, though.
But
I don't like
Craven the Hunter and Carnage will fuck up maybe majority of Batman's rogue gallery. Who in Batman's rogue gallery can stop Carnage?
Hell no.
Or Venom.
Who's the big Clayface? Give him Clayface.
Yeah.
I do like Clayface. I ain't gonna lie. All right, so hold on, time out 1 second. All right, what's good, Cheech? So give us your take with the first question. Which one do you believe is better overall, Marvel, DC, or are you neutral in between? And then also give us your Mount Rushmore 4 of superheroes and supervillains.
I'll say that I like Marvel more, only because when it comes to adapting their entertainment into different forms, whether it's through TVs, TV shows, movies, theme park rides, whatever it is. And the fact that they got bought out by Disney, like Disney owns Marvel now, so the flexibility, the capability that they have in terms of generating revenue, in terms of merchandising their product,
money,
like it's insane. It's absolutely insane. That being said, I do think that DC and Marvel, in my opinion, like they favor different. It's a preference thing. I've always thought that DC has better storylines and Marvel had better characters. Like Marvel's characters, first off, they got way more characters than DC, in my opinion. And each character, each franchise piece of each cornerstone of Marvel, their characters are multi-dimensional. You know what I mean? Like they're so complex that the stories that involve them, they're kind of hard to follow. And honestly, it's been amazing that they've been able to adapt it into the movies that they have and following the comics, loosely, but to an extent that it's digestible for the casual fan. Because to me, DC should have been way more capable of making better movies and making a sort of universe that they failed to do, simply because the characters are sort of one-dimensional in that aspect, and you can build better stories around them. You build better stories around Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, and Flash. The fact that they basically have to reset everything that they're doing with Flash's story, his movie coming out with Flashpoint, just lets you know how much of a failure this launch has been trying to catch up to Marvel. Like, they should not focus on trying to compete with Marvel and just do their own thing. That being said, I still, at the end of the day, I do side with Marvel on this one, just because of what they've been able to do. It's no bias from the Marvel, overflow from Jaden growing up with him, as a kid, just having everything be mostly Marvel. That's just my personal opinion. I favor Marvel more, but I do think that DC has an opportunity if they just do it right. If they take the time to do it right. you got to remember, like the early 2000s, Marvel was in a similar spot to where DC is in terms of their movies. Like because all the different movie studios own different parts of the Marvel franchises, there was no continuity between anything. It wasn't until '08, almost 15 years ago, that we're seeing the conglomerate that Marvel is now. So DC kind of has to lay out like a similar, plan with that. But I just don't see them, heading in the right direction with the kind of work they've been putting out lately. That being said, I enjoyed Batman. I don't know about y'all. I just hate all the slander that the movie is getting because there are a lot of things that movie did well that people aren't paying attention to. You got to remember is that the reason why Batman is such a liked character isn't just because he's like the average citizen or he can go toe to toe with a lot of dudes even though he doesn't have any superpowers. But first and foremost, he's a detective. And what the movie did is it showed a lot of that detective side, his ability to solve riddles, his ability to solve crimes, at a level that only he can, which is why, you talk about the pacing was poor. It was supposed to be dedicated to show that aspect of Batman, whereas movies in the past didn't really reflect on that. So I thought they did that really well. I do like the gritty tone of it. They kind of played it safe with this movie. I'm not gonna lie, but it worked for me. Like they didn't try to do too much, and that's kind of what made it good. Instead of like trying to reinvent the wheel or do something to try and top the Dark Knight, because nothing's ever gonna top the Dark Knight
Hell no.
of a Batman movie.
No, never.
So
I agree there.
I'm glad that they just sort of took the approach that they did, and they can build on that, because they had a couple of good movies, like I like the Joker standalone movie with Joaquin Phoenix. I thought that was good. What? Whoa! What the hell?
Nah.
Okay, see, this is where that, and like I said, I side with
say it was a bad movie.
I side with Marvel, but I feel so much Marvel bias coming from y'all right now that
no. I'm a superhero fan in its whole entirety.
Exactly.
But the idea of them introducing as if this dude's mom told him that Bruce Wayne's father was his dad.
I get.
Never read a comic where he was told this or believed this.
This is one thing that
sucks. The WB sucks, man. Like their ass. They're trying to redo it. How many times they gonna reset it?
Okay, hold on. Okay, there's a reason why they're so bad. I promise. There's a reason. Okay.
He promised.
It's because Marvel Studios went all in on the shared universe. This is the first studio to ever do this. Yeah, movies have had sequels and trilogies and all that before, but they've never had, okay, let's take Iron Man, let's take Thor, let's take Captain America, let's throw them all in one movie. No other film franchise.
Earlier, Jay, I said it.
Another film franchise done it before. Because the Avengers was such a massive success and they keep going on. DC and WB thought that they could just do that in one film with Justice League, and it did not hit.
It failed.
I give him a handicap. Because Zack Snyder's daughter, he had to leave. Then they brought in the superhero movie trasher.
So how do you feel about Zack Snyder's
trasher? Josh Whedon. Oh my God.
No, but see the issue that the difference between what Marvel and DC did is that Marvel introduced each of their characters with their own movie and then brought them together, whereas DC tried to throw everybody into a super team and then split them off into their
Suicide
own
Squad.
Right.
They wanted to have their cake and eat it too immediately, and it didn't work out like that because we don't know who the hell Aquaman is at this point. We don't know who the hell Flash is at this point, and we had just gotten Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman, and they're trying to give it to us like, yeah, we're just supposed to like they just rock like that. Like, no, they don't rock like that. We don't know them like that. But I have to ask you a question. All right, you said all that about Zack Snyder's daughter and whatnot. So did you watch Zack Snyder's Justice League, and what did you think about it?
Did I watch the second one? Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you like that one better than the Joss Whedon version?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
because the thing is, you don't never get an opportunity to see a retake of a movie that was bad. You get what I'm saying?
Good point.
That aspect to see what he took out pissed me off even more. Like, why would you take that out? Why wouldn't you add this? Like, why you take out the black suit? Why?
Yeah.
You know how many fans really wanted just him to have the black suit? Like, and that scene was epic, done in epic fashion.
Yeah.
And the way he came in and fucked up Steppenwolf was how it was supposed to have been done. Like, it was beautiful. It was beautiful. And the thing is, it was too late, but sorry. You feel what I'm saying? It still didn't make enough money to even touch Endgame or Infinity War.
But that's the beauty of what Marvel Studios has done, because they were able to build everything up. It took them 10 years to get to Endgame. Okay, what DC and WB were trying to do, they're trying to get to the Endgame path in like
right.
But no, 10 years of all this stuff building up, and you finally get that culmination, and you get that scene. You get the Avengers Assemble scene, and it's earned. That's the best part about it.
Yes, they put everything together beautifully, just like how the comics do. That's what Marvel did. Marvel used that blueprint for establishing the characters, creating a story, putting plot details, the Easter eggs, connecting all the dots. I mean, there's a couple of dots they didn't connect until recently from back then, but the dots got connected, right?
And it's going to work
touch that.
It's going to be even better now, because now that they have the full rights to the Fantastic Four, to the X-Men, now you could integrate them, and we're already in the middle of this multiverse saga. So you could go. So it's so easy to just pull them in and just do what you need to do with them. You can have everything. Like, imagine a Wolverine and Doctor Strange teaming up. Like, that might go crazy one day. I don't know.
You know what I'll go crazy for? A Deadpool and Spider-Man movie.
That'd be nuts.
Yes, sir.
That would be
yes,
crazy.
Sir.
That'd be crazy.
All right.
Because I think Ryan Reynolds and Tom Holland would bounce off each other perfectly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think they would better be perfect.
Yeah.
They'd be perfect.
We talked. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier too. Absolutely. All right, gentlemen, hold that thought for 1 second. I just got other people commenting. So, what's going on, Ray? How you doing? Welcome in. I like Marvel and DC. Both Marvel and DC. I think there's more known about Marvel movies, though. Okay. Absolutely. Scoop said, "What's going on, Scoop?" He said, "Not this debate." Hey, we talking? Let us know. Let us know. All right. Wakanda Forever. That's all I know. One of the best movies. Absolutely, without a question. Aquaman was decent. Was a decent DC movie. I haven't seen the Batman yet. I don't know about Aquaman. And Scoop said,
Aquaman
"Come on,
trash,
Blank Man.
it wasn't
Stop."
trash.
He said, "Blank Man." No, man. Blank Man was not a superhero.
Blank Man's a hero.
He said, "Oi."
Respect on Blank Man name.
When Shorty kissed him, he was like, "Oi." That shit was trash.
Respect on Meteor Man.
Oh man, let's not get there.
Come on, Ski.
The Golden Lords.
Are we really talking about heroes that are not part of the Marvel and DC world? We talking about Meteor Man and Blank Man. Come on, y'all.
It's the Blank Man.
They were,
you know what I'm saying?
Wow, man.
Blank Man and Meteor Man were dope. I'm not gonna lie. And shout out to the Golden Lords too, because Simon was the truth. No, definitely a villain for sure. All right, look, let's stay on subject because we talking about.
Stop. Just stop. You're not about to back up Meteor Man and Blank Man. Stop. We accepted it because we had to accept it because we didn't have nothing to look up to. Nothing.
Oh no! I love Blank Man. I love Meteor Man. I accept it. I even love the Golden Lords, the Baby Lords, all the Lords. Huh?
You said the Baby Lords. The Baby Lords.
Themselves. Come on, man.
Hey, Pete, you know the baby lords are dope. And not to mention Debo was one of the lords too. Dope.
And that's supposed to make
What's
it better?
Money? Yeah.
God.
He finally got his ass whooped.
Hey, where Craig at? Where Craig at? Craig, go get that brick, knock Debo ass out, man.
Word.
I love it. I love it. Money, what's going on? How's everybody doing? Woman, Ray said, she said with the J5, yeah. J5 was the truth. They do need to remake it though. What's going on, Money? Appreciate the super chat. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So for those coming in, the topic of conversation is which do you believe is a better universal entertainment company overall between Marvel and DC? That's question one. Question two is who would you put in your Mount Rushmore with both supervillains and superheroes? You can pick from either universe or you can combine them together. If you had to create a Mount Rushmore for superheroes and the supervillains, as well as an honorable mention for both, who would they be? Question three is, if you had the opportunity to have a character created for you from either company, number one, would you choose a hero or a villain? And number two, what ability or abilities would you possess? Those are the questions. So think about that as we continue to keep talking. All right. So let me just go through the panel and ask everybody. Let me get your Mount Rushmore for your superhuman villains. I'll start first and then we'll just go in that order. All right. So for me, for superheroes, I got the GOAT, Spider-Man, of course. Doctor Strange, Captain America, Deadpool, and who sucked their teeth? Oh, my honorable mention is Nightcrawler.
I ain't say nothing.
What? Oh, I heard his teeth suck. I was like, who suck your teeth over here? Because that's a daily fantastic. That's a daily five right here.
Doctor Strange?
Strange?
Hell yeah, Deep Strange is up there. Yes. Yes.
Supreme.
Spider-Man, Doctor Strange,
Strange
Cat,
was meant to be the best of us.
Deadpool. We are some straight nerds. And Nightcrawler, because he's my favorite X-Men, and I don't care what nobody says. I love him over Wolverine. I love all the X-Men, but Nightcrawler has always been my favorite. I was teeter-tottering between him and Gambit. Don't make that face. I love Nightcrawler. He's underrated as hell. He don't get enough credit, and he's dope. And he's got one of the flyest abilities, that teleportation. So that's my heroes right there. My villains, Joker, Scarecrow, Carnage, Magneto, and my honorable mention is Venom. All right, there it is. Who's next? Ski?
I mean,
you gotta unmute your mic.
Get a chance.
I'm killing money. What's going on with you? Huh?
No, go ahead, Trav. What was you saying?
No, I'm saying Cheech didn't get to finish his when you asked.
He did.
I don't have a top four. I don't have a top four villains. I have a top four superheroes. And that's
all right.
That's Iron Man, Batman, Flash, and Spider-Man. But I don't really have a top four. I'll tell you my favorite villain portrayal in a movie is Bane. And I know that's not a popular opinion at all. That is not a popular opinion at all. I do not care because there was something. Here's the
Bane's
thing.
dope.
No, I'm not saying Bane's dope, but it's just a unique.
But the thing is, though, like the reason why people think Bane, I guess, from a trash perspective, why people don't like it is because when that movie came out, when Dark Knight Rises came out, just the whole with the mask and like you gotta remember, like the first editions of the movie, you couldn't understand what he was saying. You know, like you couldn't like you could watch the movie like hundreds of times. You could have the best sound system, but you couldn't even with subtitles. It didn't sound like what the words were like underneath like the dialogue and stuff. So they fixed it over time. You know, and it's by the time it was released, on DVD and streaming and stuff like that, it was the audio quality was better. But I I like the presentation of that character, especially because it's not like how it was in the comics. Because in the comics he's like Hispanic or whatever. But I like Tom Hardy's portrayal of Bane. I like the fact that as an actor, like he's one of those dudes that you can feel what he's saying just with his eyes. He doesn't need to speak to get his point across. And
Agreed. He's a good actor.
And what he put his body through in terms of putting on muscle, in terms of having that frame, like it is incredible what he did. And I just like the out of that whole trilogy where he was just always like 2 steps ahead of Batman the entire time. Which it was kind of corny the way he went out at the end, because it was just like, wow, you did all of that and like that's how you get taken out, like towards the end of the movie. But I like that whole thing. I memorized like all his lines, bro. Like he's probably my favorite movie portrayal of a villain like ever, So I mean, I don't really have a top 4, but definitely like that. That's like my qualification there. But my 4 heroes, yeah, it's Iron Man, Batman, Spider-Man, and Flash.
Hey, Batman and
do you have an honorable mention or no?
They are, and
the same.
You can definitely say that. But what I like is not just the character, but different versions of the character. So, like to me, that
great answer.
The different versions of Batman, the different versions of Iron Man are and the same thing with Spider-Man. Like all of them, in the Flash too. Like when the Flash was a Blue Lantern, like those kinds of storylines and those kind of versions of the character are why they're my favorite.
I like that. That was a very unique answer. I wouldn't think that nobody would say Bane. I didn't think nobody would say Bane. That's interesting.
Hey, no, Bane is ill, man. Especially when he broke Batman's back and stuff. Bro, that was crazy. When I saw that in the comments, I said, "Damn!" Like
he was like, I was wondering what would break first, your spirit or your body. Bow, like straight.
Spine. And they gave that was fan service. That was fan service. That
definitely was. That definitely was. And then when he bashed his helmet in, just like 2 punches in.
And did it that.
Bro, come on, man. Come on.
That movie was. I ain't gonna lie. That movie don't.
Yeah, absolutely.
That movie was. It was well done. Like it was well done. Like how he shut down the whole city.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. It was a good follow up to The Dark Knight Returns. So yeah, absolutely. Chiefs, do you have an honorable mention or no?
For both characters, like for the heroes or for the heroes?
Well, you said villains. You don't really have a 4, but for your heroes, do you have an honorable mention or no?
For the heroes, I'll be honest. Like I like the Martian. I like the Martian Manhunter from DC. I haven't really thought about it. Very underrated character. Very underrated character. I like his character a lot, for sure.
Superman said he's the strongest hero on the planet.
I'll pick him, and I'll pick what's the black version of Green Lantern? What's his name?
John Stewart.
John Stewart. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, not bad. No, all right, nice. Ski, did you have a Mount Rushmore for villains? I know you said your heroes. You got one for villains or no?
Doom,
Joker.
Man, I might put Green Goblin up there.
Green Goblin is a savage, man.
Okay.
Yeah, indeed, he is. Indeed.
Yeah, bro.
I don't know.
Okay, let me ask a question. So, because I gave my favorite like movie portrayal of villains. What's your top 4 like movie portrayal of villains?
You want everybody to answer that?
Yeah.
Hey, Jay, start it off. We gonna go around. Jay, start it off, Jay.
I'll let y'all go first. I gotta think about that. Ah, damn, me. I gotta start off first for villains.
Yeah. I want to start with villains first because
villain portrayal.
Because you know what,
honestly,
I had a conversation with my best friend like about like the Marvel, like ever since the Marvel continuity. So with the MCU, like who's portrayed the best heroes, both in their standalone movies and in the Avengers stuff. But I want to see like the flip side of it with the villains on both DC and Marvel, because I think there's been a lot of interesting portrayals over the years, and they don't really get talked about enough. Because I think everybody recognizes that Heath Ledger is like had the greatest movie villain performance of all
that's
time.
a big cliche.
But it's a big cliche. So I want to see like what other kinds of
So other than Heath Ledger as Joker,
other than Heath Ledger as Joker, yeah.
I'm gonna hit y'all with an interesting one.
Zod, yeah, with Michael Shannon, yeah,
yes,
yeah, okay.
I felt when he was portraying that character, I felt his anguish, his frustration. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and even down to the way they broke him down to where when he took off the suit and he had to adjust to what Superman dealt with his whole life. He adjusted to that in a matter of minutes. Showed how much better he was at being or using those powers than Superman was.
Yo,
so I felt like
I like the beginning part in Man of Steel when he was being punished for his crimes and stuff. He's like, you wouldn't sully him hands, but you damn must. Yo, he just Michael Shannon is so good at playing those crazy roles because he just got that face, like he really brought that same energy to Zod. And that's an interesting
between him and Thanos. Him and Thanos.
Yeah. Thanos. Oh, yes.
When you throw a moon at somebody, which was straight out of comic books, you can't have a conversation about nobody else.
Yeah.
Seriously.
By the way, till this day,
Scoob said William Dafoe. All right. Yeah, Scoob said William Dafoe is Green Goblin. He did do a good job as Green Goblin. I ain't gonna lie with that one, Scoob. Definitely.
So what were you saying, Josh?
For sure.
Thanos versus Strange is the best fight, like superhero fight we have seen to date.
No, you mean superhero versus villain?
Yeah.
Okay.
To date,
Strange.
The fact that we got the
listen, I'm gonna hit you with something. I'm gonna go back to that Superman movie. I think it's you know what? When I go back to think about that Infinity War fight scene,
but you know something,
he didn't use the time stone. He didn't use the time stone not once, and he was keeping up with him.
Right.
I'd give that over the Batman over Superman fight scene.
Although, even though he got his ass whipped, essentially, I did like Iron Man putting up a fight against Thanos. I like what he was like.
Drop of blood.
Yeah, just a drop of blood, but still, it was like seeing that suit, seeing that nano suit in action, the way that it was, like it was just really dope.
I like that too, but it's the spectacle of Strange versus Thanos. For those 30 seconds, you saw you never would have imagined you would see. All right, Strange. Thanos is going to throw like some purple orb, and then Strange is going to like catch that, turn it into something else, and throw it at him. Turn like 30 different versions of himself and last on this dude. Like, there's so much going on in those 30 seconds. Like, it felt like a Dragon Ball fight in like live action.
Yeah,
seriously, I agree. It was like counter for counter. You know what I mean? Like counter for counter.
Speaking of Dragon Ball fights, speaking of Dragon Ball fights, so the Zod versus Superman fight,
not going there,
that was definitely a Dragon Ball fight.
Yeah, they killed like 50,000 people, but yeah.
Fight scene. What you say?
Yes, sir. Like, all right, so let me keep going. Okay, let me just keep going through the panel and get everybody's take on the Mount Rushmore thing, because those other topics that you guys just brought up, I definitely want to talk about that. So Cheech P, salute to y'all for those. All right. You done with your Mount Rushmore ski? Is that it?
Yeah, that's all I got.
Nope.
Okay. Merge you up the bat. Who you got? Villains, your Mount Rushmore.
Villains?
That's interesting. I gotta think about
If you don't have one, it's cool.
Killmonger, Winter Soldier.
Okay.
The Juggernaut.
Wow.
Ooh.
You
I
look
know why. I don't think count.
You look like the Juggernaut.
Hey, yo, I love the Juggernaut, though.
I love the Juggernaut.
Yeah, Juggernaut's that dude.
He can't beat the Hulk, though.
Who else?
Yeah.
The Scarlet Witch.
You know, it's funny that you said that, Merge, because you kind of remind me of Juggernaut.
Hold on. Hey, listen. Hey, Trav. Did you say that after you seen Doctor Strange?
I did.
Okay.
I did.
Interesting.
Did you read
the House of M? Did you read the House of M, though?
He ain't read House of M. Nah, son.
I will read it. Now that you broke it to
listen, Doctor Strange don't even touch what she did in the House of M.
Nah, for sure.
Hey, no, she a bad woman. Shoot. And
Can we talk about that like one scene
for a 2-hour movie? They did good.
Dog, Ski, you know damn well. She was giving like she was
Travis. She said,
she was treating everybody. She was treating everybody.
Exactly.
She said, what mouth? That's it.
Exactly. My man yelled and his whole joint just
blew up. It was so dope because he panicked. He panicked.
Son, that was the best scene.
No, but the thing is though, right? Why was Mr. Fantastic right in front of her like he really stood a chance against her though?
Right.
Fam.
Captain Marvel should have been up
what
front.
she just did is like, yeah, I'm gonna throw a punch.
Right.
I just want to say something.
A rubber punch at this magic.
Go ahead.
Best magic wielder there is.
I just want to say something. But first of all, why does every time Mr. Fantastic is dying and or about to die, he always dies like in the way that his powers work? You know what I mean? Like,
true.
You're right. Out turned into Play-Doh or some shit. Like it's just, I don't know.
You're right. But, pun intended, right? Pun intended.
The other thing too, though, is that with that Doctor Strange movie, that was classic Sam Raimi because, like, he's been so known for his Spider-Man work, but people don't really like the other part of his career as a director is underrated. Like, he's a really good horror comedy.
Yeah, like that perspective from coming in, that views he give you.
Always work on like he did stuff like Ash vs. the Evil Dead and Drag Me to Hell and stuff like that. Like if you watch those movies and those shows, like you'll get why like the second half of that movie was basically him taking over. Like it was like
Drag Me to Hell was crazy.
It was like in the contract, it's like Disney said, all right, we get the first half of the movie and then you can do the rest with the second hour, whatever you want. So, that it was a complete shock. The way Black Bolt died and the way everybody died.
Word.
Yeah.
They kind of they were still trying to go for that horror movie feel without the horror. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Definitely. Because the way she did Captain Carter, I mean, oh my God, man.
Yeah.
Oh man, at the torso.
Yep.
Ugh.
All right.
And really, what chance did she really stand against her though? Like really?
Wow. None of them. Even Marvel,
Right. But she was the only one that really stood a chance if you came down to like power levels.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because her power, if she anything like the Captain Marvel of the 616 universe, she powers born from an Infinity Stone as well.
Yeah. Yeah. But that was that version of Marvel was basically what's the name? Monica Rambeau's mom.
Yeah, right.
All right. Y'all ready for my villain? My last
ready?
one.
Go ahead.
Anti-Monitor.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Ooh, did you go there?
Josh, and don't look at me like that. Yes, I went there. I went there, Josh.
Damn.
Yes, I did. Because the
So
only
you
reason
consider
why
OP villain?
the only reason
OP?
why I like him is because of my older brother.
Damn, he OP as fuck, yo. Damn,
Look at Josh.
yo.
He wasn't expecting that. Josh was not expecting
He OP for that. Damn, yo. Damn.
You can thank Brian for that, Ski. You can thank Brian for that.
Wow. Damn, he said the anti-monitor. That's crazy. Man.
Yeah, that's a pull, Trav.
That's cool.
That's a real deep pull right there. You got that one.
Hey, he went down in the archive like, oh.
Yeah.
He went into his duffel. I had to look that up because I don't know what that is. I'm gonna be honest.
Hey, ain't that don't he got something to do with Blue Marvel, right?
Nah, this dude's from
no.
He's from DC.
No, Anti-Monitor, no, Anti-Monitor is DC. You're right.
Yeah, he's DC.
Right.
from Crisis of Infinite Earths. Okay. You got me on that one.
I seen that too. Seen that.
Yep, all because my older brother, man.
Damn, that's a good one. That's a good one, man.
It's still Doom though at the end of the day.
I mean, honestly, can't nobody argue with Doom because Doom is a badass.
Yeah,
Man.
you know what? I do like that.
What's up?
He built his own country in America. Like,
Exactly.
like that's crazy.
I got one for y'all who could be Scarlet Witch.
Who?
Absolutely.
Molecule Man.
You don't your list merge?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And I'm a back
what's
out
good,
real quick.
Mike? Welcome in.
Chilling. I'm in New York right now, just chilling.
Do you think? All right.
Man.
What's good, Mike?
I'm in New York right now,
Can you hear
just
us?
chilling. You know what I mean?
I'm not sure if his mic is muted or not. All right.
No.
I'll come back to him though.
Oh, no, I can
P,
hear
what's
Mike.
good? Talk to us.
I already know what Mike doing. I already know what Mike on. Hey,
You can hear me?
yeah, I can hear you.
All right. Yeah.
Who you got for your heroes and your villains for your Mount Rushmore? I think you mentioned it already, but just tell us again.
Iron Man, favorite superhero. Iron Man, Spider-Man, Thor, Captain America. You feel me?
Put my boy Thor in there. That's what I'm talking about.
Facts. Who else? Black Panther.
Oh, you put Thor in there?
Yeah. Can't sleep
How
on
many
Thor.
is that? That's five.
So you need 4 and an honorable mention.
Audible mention. Let me see.
J Money, what's going on?
Damn,
how you feeling? How you living? Oh, give me 1 second.
That's a definitely good one. I say
that's a
the
good
Eternal.
list.
The Eternals.
Which one though? Which one?
The one who likes to take the powers or some shit like that. Likes to evaporate everybody type shit. You know what I mean? Said freak it. Everybody gotta go. Freak it.
Yo. Yo. That was ill though. That was ill.
I say and my villains, the Marvel from Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange, okay.
Yeah.
From
Thanos.
From the dark dimension.
Facts. My man Thanos. Can't sleep on that man.
Nah.
Magneto. He's OP. That's another one you can't sleep. Venom. Can't sleep on him. And Carnage.
You went 2 symbiotes back to back, huh?
Facts.
Double tap. Bang, bang. Double tap.
Facts on that shit.
Nice.
Facts.
I like that.
Nice.
I like that.
Facts.
All right.
Facts.
Yo, what's up?
Ping you up the back. Who you got?
Jose?
Heroes and villains, Mount Rushmore.
All right, my heroes. You know, I gotta stick with the epic fashion of going with Spidey, of course.
Woo!
Then you got then I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with Thor.
Oh.
Then I'm gonna go with Wolverine.
Woo!
Then I'm gonna go with Century. Caught your attention, didn't I?
Superman's counterpart. I call him Superman's counterpart.
To a certain degree, he got that void, that dark void inside of him. So he's not really, you know what I mean? Like, but my honorable mention would be Doctor Strange himself. You feel me?
See, people like Strange. Strange is dope. I don't feel like he should be excluded. Strange is that dude.
Hey Josh, for one that read the comics, you know Doctor Strange is OP as fuck.
Doctor Strange is one of my favorites from the books, but like I feel like his movie portrayals don't do him justice.
Well, honestly, I can't disagree with that. I can't because he typically has been doing the same moves and the same powers and the same type of magic throughout all the movies.
Although I do give him that one moment where he grabbed the street lamp to impel the monster. That was kind of nuts. So I do give him.
Okay, that was dope.
But I feel like we haven't seen him do like crazy-ish since that Thanos fight. And it's like that's the type of stuff I want to see.
Right. Because in Infinity, because in
it's all good though. Look,
Home,
he's done enough,
No Way Home,
and he's dope, and he's mentoring. That's why I rock with him. You know, like that. Cool.
See that aspect. I kind of think they overdoing.
He helped mentor the GOAT, and what's it called?
No,
and
he ain't mentored the GOAT. Tony Stark did that.
Yeah,
Tony Stark did that.
No, Tony did it. But when Tony passed, he passed
over. That mentorship was over.
Oh, Strange
is an arrogant. He's an arrogant. He's more arrogant than Tony Stark. He ain't trying to listen. He was not trying to mentor him.
Yeah,
he was trying to be a good friend because they saved the world together, and he was mad as hell. You see what he did when he said, "You didn't go talk to the professor before you come here."
Show that man the door.
Close the door on him ASAP. Ain't no guy. You think Tony Stark would have did that to Spider-Man? Nah. He would have sat there and talked to him and gave him the right guidance. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Doctor Strange ain't that guy.
All right. Well, he was like, he was a substitute teacher then. So.
Yo.
He came in on his substitute. All right.
So.
Okay.
That's my heroes. My heroes. My villains, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go with Doom. I'm gonna go with Kang the Conqueror. Galactus.
The Devourer.
I forgot about Galactus.
Yes, the Devourer of Worlds. Yes. I'm gonna go with Venom. Mainly because of I'm a big Spider-Man fan, and I read damn near almost every comic, and the way he tortured Peter, knowing his secret identity, and he had no spider sense detection for that was genius. Was genius, bro. And I wish they instituted that into the movie.
It was.
I wish they instituted that more into because the whole Topher Grace Venom shit is still in my head, and I'm scarred.
That was terrible.
Tom Hardy, it's not his fault that they make him Venom a clown. It's not his fault.
That's true.
His betrayal of Venom ain't bad. I mean, not Venom, but Eddie Brock.
Yeah.
11 or 13 for me.
It's not. It ain't bad.
That was 4.
I just don't like the silliness.
My fifth one would be Thanos. Period. Thanos. Yeah, because you see how I went cosmic with majority of my villains, because those are the OP, the ones that everybody got to get together to stop. You feel me? I'm talking down to the moment where Thanos threw that when that bomb went off and there was smoke all in it. It was Civil War joint, the next Civil War with Captain Marvel versus Iron Man, and he punched War Machine in the chest and killed his ass.
Woo!
Yo, that right there.
Oh yeah.
That right there.
He said no feelings today, my guy. No feelings.
Yo, shut that down. You are not him. You are not him. Said you are not him.
Absolutely.
That's a bullshit.
Absolutely.
Punch to the chest. I was like, what the hell?
Put that boy down. Punch his heart in his asshole.
Yes, he did.
For real.
What about Dark Phoenix? Can't sleep on her.
Ooh.
The
See,
darkest.
no. Certain characters like that we can't use because it ain't fair. It ain't fair. It ain't fair. Nobody can stop her. Nobody.
Not even Scarlet Witch.
She stopped herself.
What about
Jean was powerful. Jean was powerful on her own.
What about Apocalypse?
See now, when you get into Apocalypse, I feel like he's another OP ass character because he had moments in comic genre where he has took over factions of heroes. Factions of heroes. Remember the Dark Horsemen? Gambit, Wolverine,
Archangel,
Psylocke, and somebody else he took over too. He never took over Jean.
Magneto.
Yeah, he another one. Yeah.
And Storm.
Yeah, he got a version. He took over Wolverine too.
Yeah, facts for that. Facts.
Oh yeah.
Facts.
Oh,
Apocalypse OP. Apocalypse OP.
It was like Apocalypse. It was called something. It was like Age of Apocalypse. I think that's what it was.
I think it was.
What
talking
about
the comic?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it was.
What about my man Sinister?
Mr. Sinister?
I like Sinister.
Yup. That's a man you cannot sleep.
I don't disagree with that because the animation didn't, the movies, the shows didn't do him any justice, but the comics did. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the comics did.
With like the Savage Land and how he took over that shit, and anytime they went there, he was capturing Jean and fucking Cyclops. You know what I mean?
Trying to use their DNA to make a new copy and all that.
He ended up doing that still too. And who they created? Who they end up creating? I think what's that dude name?
Cable.
Oh, you know who people forget about? Onslaught.
Oh yeah, Onslaught.
The manifestation
was a problem.
Onslaught's one of the ones that you can't include because he's too much.
You see what I mean?
Facts.
So
and in the game too. In the game, he was kind of powerful too. In the game,
you can't do that with Onslaught because he is the evil manifestation of Professor X and Magneto. You feel me? Together.
That's a force to be reckoned
with. Onslaught was nasty.
Can't do nothing with that. But Kang kind of OP too.
Facts.
Kang is ridiculous because Kang has like 100 versions of himself.
Exactly.
That's that
Been
bullshit.
to every universe, every last universe.
It's like in one verse he's like the ultimate villain, the next one he's like Iron Man. It's like what?
Facts on that shit.
So they gotta do that.
That was different though. That when I learned that, when I read that, I was like, so he's a descendant of what?
Reed Richards. Reed Richards.
Yo, and you know who anybody mentioned? Franklin Richards.
Because he's another OP one. You can't.
That's right. Right.
What about Ultron?
It's so many OP. That's the thing. It's so many OP like characters. So,
but now we go into Ultron. We dipping our toes into the Josh Whedon realm. I'm good off all that shit.
Wait, you don't got to include Whedon to include Ultron. Ultron is his own character before that. You can include
in comics in general.
Yeah.
But the movie was supposed to do it right, bro. It's Ultron. This is Ultron.
Facts.
And y'all hire Josh Whedon for this? Like, are y'all kidding me?
To be fair, Vision hasn't been done right either.
Oh man,
you think so?
About that. Let's not talk about that.
Vision has one movie. Vision will grab you and throw you, and that's it. Look,
Yo,
That's
even
They pissed me off
that
with
fight,
Vision.
even that fight with Hawkeye, right? Just explain to me, right? Explain to me, right? Why was there any point of struggling in that fight at all? Why? Why? You fight Hawkeye.
Yeah,
And your Vision.
your Vision. I know.
Yo,
Yeah.
you got all the powers of that Infinity Stone in your head, right? And you got a vibranium skin.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, right. You're right. I don't know. I have nothing for that.
So that's one of the plot holes that I overlook with certain movies. You get what I'm saying? You know, I try to outweigh the goods with the bad. In Age of Ultron, the bads outweigh the goods tremendously, bro. Straight up. Like I really felt like they can take that one out of the MCU and just toss it in the trash. Keep it 100.
But
Keep it 100.
Without Age of Ultron, you never complete Wanda's arc in Doctor Strange.
Agreed. So I said that because you fell into that trap. So you got to include the '90s Batman movies. So I can't get a pass on that joint.
If I ever see anyone whip out a Batman credit card in real life, I'm slapping them on principle.
Oh, for real, straight up, on gang, bro, on gang, straight up.
Wow.
Straight up, I'm smacking the shit out of them, for real.
I don't blame you. All right, I'm not sure if I'm hearing static. I don't know. I'm not sure who mic that is.
I'll mute my mic.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that was Mike. Yeah, that was Mike John. Yeah, that was Mike John. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Try to fix that because it's causing a lot of static. But you're still good though. All right. So let's get into that next question that I have for you. So again, if you guys could have a character created for you from either company, what would you choose? Would you choose a hero or a villain? And what abilities would you possess? That's for everybody. So whoever wants to go first, go ahead.
I'm gonna start it off, right? All right, look, y'all seen that show Heroes on NBC?
Yeah, that was a good show.
Peter.
Yeah.
You know Peter Petrelli?
Okay.
That's the powers I want. Any hero I come in contact with, I take on their abilities. That's the ability I want.
Huh.
Okay.
Ultimately become
not
OP,
bad.
right?
Not bad.
Nah.
Yeah, I mean, hey,
that's OP. That's OP.
Yeah, it is
but
OP.
I would want the honestly, to keep it 100. People look at me crazy for this. I would want the abilities of Spider-Man, straight up. That spider sense early detection system is genius, bro. It's fucking genius. That's what I would want.
It is.
That's what I would want. It's a bit biased.
It is. I'm not even
fan, but you know what I mean? I mean, big time fan. Look at this shit. You feel me? Like I'm here with it. You feel me? I'm here with it.
Hey, you and me both, cuzzo. All right, not bad. Cheech, you still there?
Yeah. So
okay,
I would want Marvel to do my character, and instead of being a hero or a villain, make me an anti-hero. I always like the concept of like not being like completely good or completely on one side, completely bad, but like just kind of having like do whatever I want depending on the situation. You know what I mean? And for my power, this to continue with that anti-hero theme. You remember in Deadpool how Domino was? Like her thing was like luck.
The probability. Yeah.
So I would want something like that, but based on my anti-hero kind of character. So like the probability or the luck or whatever is happening around me depends on how I'm feeling. Like depending on what I want to happen, what I feel. Like if somebody pissed me off and my emotion intensifies, then the field around me or whatever's supposed to be affected, like everything just goes to shit. Like as soon as it happens. So
you get pissed off. The probability everybody around you dying is probably going to be high.
Exactly.
Wow, that's crazy.
Oh,
That's dope. That's dope.
I like
That's
that.
dope. That yo, Chief,
That
that
is.
is dope. That's dope. That's
Yeah.
dope. That's genius. I like that.
For real.
I like that.
That's my brother, y'all.
Oh, I know. I remember you
Okay.
to the park all the time.
That.
I remember it.
Yes, sir. That's thought provocative right there, Cheech. I like that. All right,
I like
Mike,
that.
you there? What you got?
He probably in front of the joint right now.
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah.
Me. I don't mind having.
I'm sorry. I would pick Marvel though. I would pick Marvel to do my character. Sorry to interrupt, but go continue.
I don't mind having Iceman's powers.
Okay.
Omega level, huh?
Facts. Mix with a speed level too. Ice and speed.
What?
Mix
Hold
that.
up.
Oh.
Let me get into physics and theoreticals for you. Speed equals heat doesn't equal cold. I don't know if that's gonna work, my guy.
It does.
You think so?
It does.
It doesn't work that way.
Speed and ice.
Speed and ice. Like that's if you had a hero that could do that, that'd be dope, man.
Speed and ice.
That's what I'm saying.
You break the laws of physics in reality. You feel me?
Exactly. Put your own twist on it. You know.
Facts.
That's
I like that.
Because ain't no character like that. That's genius.
That's genius. Facts.
Yeah.
Speed and
now,
ice.
would you want to be
Go ahead.
Would you want to be a hero or a villain?
I'll be a hero mixed with a villain.
Anti-hero. All right.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Come through, mess up some shit, and then save the day. At the end of the day. You know?
So you be the one to solve the problem and save the problem at the same time, like
facts.
That's wow.
Hey, who he sound like though?
I'm trying. I know you talk about.
Sorry, the Dark Avengers. The Dark Avengers when Norman Osborn was the head with that when he got that Tony Stark suit.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if y'all read that comic line where the Dark Avengers they was causing problems and they was making it seem like the Avengers was the one that was causing the shit. Because remember they had
I do remember that one.
They had this version of the X-Men, Avengers. Wolverine is a Avenger, and they used Daken, his son, as another version of him to be on the Dark Avengers, and they kind of had matching counterparts for each Avenger on the Dark Avengers.
Facts on that.
They had Ares for Hercules and shit like that, but we all know Ares can't beat Hercules. We all know that.
It's crazy.
Oh yeah, no question. No question.
Because I think Hercules OP.
Okay. What you got, Ski?
I don't know. I feel like Chi just went like all in on that like probability one, and like I'm kind of lost now.
You wanted probability?
I didn't even think about that. I did.
You should.
That's a crazy one. Like the angrier you get, the worse shit happens around the people you fight.
Right.
That's kind of nuts. I don't know.
I see you over there.
This make me.
You know what I mean? And we got the Switch too.
I need to get me one. I ain't never had no Switch, but I played them joints. It's just lit.
Oh yeah.
Super Smash Bros. My shit.
Facts on that.
That game legendary.
Yes, it is. But what were you saying, Oski?
Just
you said probability.
No. Make me a well-read magician. Like, give me all the books. Let me learn all the spells. And I kind of like the idea. Okay, so I like the idea of being an anti-hero, but because I've read so much stuff, I'm also like I know too much. And like, yeah, I'm a hero, but at the end of the day, like I may snap and be like, wait, no, this is the right way to go about this.
I like that. I like that.
Couple bodies may drop, but I saved the day because that's how
I like that. You kind of sound like what is Zatanna's dad? Zatanna's dad.
Is that Dr. Fate?
No, that's not Dr. Fate. Damn.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop down. I see everybody later. I'm gonna drop
All right,
down.
bro.
Yo,
All right, Mike.
Yo,
All
but
right.
I appreciate me coming up.
All right,
Appreciate
bro.
that, man.
I'm gonna tell y'all right now.
All
I'm on.
No problem.
Yo, but Josh, is that kind of like Dr. Manhattan off of Watchmen?
Dr. Manhattan is like, I thought about that too, but that's too much. Like, I feel like Dr. Manhattan could like blink and you die.
Yeah, but as far as like the knowing too much and him kind of losing his humanity.
Well, yeah, there's that too. It's like, yeah, he knows too much. He
his
like,
name's
yeah,
Zatara.
he means well, but at the end of the day, he's probably gonna be like, you know what? In order for y'all to be happy, y'all gotta die.
Right.
And like, yeah, kind of like that. Give me a version of like the what if Doctor Strange that doesn't like go completely psycho, but can get there if need be.
Hey, he did take on the helmet of Dr. Fate at one point. But his name is Zatara. He's not a popular character at all. Zatanna more popular than him.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I like that.
Okay.
Hey, but I like that. That's because shit, wizards are clutch. You can't go wrong with them. Hey, hold on real quick, yo.
Oh yeah, absolutely. All right. So for me,
hey, bro. Hey, man, how you doing?
I definitely like the whole anti-hero thing. You know.
Oh, yeah, that'd be perfect.
I love that.
Yeah, so do it.
Hey P, just mute your mic real quick.
You gotta work tomorrow. Yeah. So early, so just hit me up early. All right, thank you. Yeah, we're gonna use that. Yeah. Thank you, man. Oh, pardon me, guys. Pardon me. I thought I took my mic off. I turned the camera off. My bad. But
yeah, I was gonna say just mute your mic, like if you have like the phone and stuff.
Yeah,
but
I thought I did.
For
but
me,
I hit the camera.
I definitely like the whole anti-hero thing. For as far as ability, I'd have to say shape-shifting. Turn into everyone and everything. Have everybody's abilities. Like everything y'all just said, that all formulates right into shape-shifting. Like Mystique, Morph from X-Men. Give me that.
See. The crazy thing is, it's kind of like how I came in the beginning. But the craziest thing is, though, wasn't Morph able to use their powers as well?
Yeah, and Mystique.
Mystique couldn't use their powers.
Yeah.
I don't think Mystique could.
No, Mystique was only able to mimic physical things like Wolverine's claws. She couldn't take Jean's form and use Jean's psychic abilities or telekinetic abilities.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, you're right. Morph, he could do that. That's what separated Morph from Mystique. Mystique could just turn into them. Morph could actually use their abilities and change into them.
Yeah, Morph was just psych. He was just psycho though. He was just nuts.
Oh yeah. I love Morph. He didn't get enough credit. Yeah, especially in the show
he didn't.
like
he
that.
didn't. Neither did Gambit.
But yeah, absolutely. All right. So that's my take on that. All right. So that other topic that you guys were talking about, like what was it? Best portrayals and best scenes. As far as like the movies are concerned.
I got one.
Some of the best portrayals. What's that?
I got one. What I asked you earlier, Jada. What is the best MCU movie? Yeah. Whew. Josh, I want you to go first, dog. Josh, what's the best
let me think about that
movie, Josh?
Well, I feel like at this point
Okay, all right. So let me just say something. I think that is really difficult, to be honest.
It is. That's the challenging part of it. That's what you're supposed to do.
I will pose a sub question.
Okay, go ahead.
Who has the best set of movies? So, like between the Captain America trilogy, Doctor Strange, Iron Man, like who's got the best set of movies?
Okay, I have a rebuttal for that. I'm going to answer the question. I will answer the question. I will. I'm gonna repeat that. I will answer the question. But Thor has a movie coming out soon, so I can't particularly answer that just yet.
Okay.
Because Thor could possibly go. He could possibly go 2 for 2. You get what I'm saying?
Let's focus on the trilogies. You have the Iron Man trilogy.
No,
the Captain America trilogy.
No.
The Spider-Man trilogy.
Thor trilogy. Ragnarok was the only one that really sufficed the justice, man.
Those two won't say it though. But yeah, you're right.
You think Dark World and the first Thor movie was worth something?
Talk to those two. They have thoughts about Dark World that I don't agree with.
Dark World was poorly done. Poorly done.
I hate Dark World.
I'm not a big Thor fan.
I totally agree. Totally agree.
Ragnarok.
If I gotta say, I'll put it like this: it's gonna be a toss-up between. It's gonna be a toss-up between Cap and Spider-Man. If we talking trilogies, I feel like it's right there.
I'm a Spidey fan all day, and if I say Spidey, I'm a bit biased, but I don't care. But when it comes to what the MCU bought to everything, Captain America's trilogy is better than everybody's. Hands down. Captain America, the Winter Soldier, might be the 1 or number 2 best MCU movie. 1 or 2. There's no debating that. Captain America Civil War is done. The cinematography, the acting, the storyline, the plots, the Easter eggs, the cameos. Like, hey, listen, the movie was well done. And the fight scenes was just, was out of this world, bro.
Yeah.
Bucky jumped on the car and snatched the wheel from Sam. Snatched the wheel from Sam. Straight out of the window. That was just, but somebody that got no power. I mean, well, Bucky got the super soldier serum, so.
Yeah, you got the serum.
And
even
just
the fight arm. Between, even the fight with, what's his face? Iron Man going against Cap and Winter Soldier. That was epic.
Yeah.
So
I have an argument. That was good. I have an argument about that.
How he had Jarvis or whatever the AI was
Friday.
Oh, Friday. Oh, like analyze his moves.
Yeah. While he's fighting him.
That's my gripe with that, because if he did not have, Friday or Jarvis in his head, he wouldn't have stood a chance against it. He wouldn't stood a chance against him.
But that is his power.
Exactly.
His power.
I agree.
His power is his genius. He created Friday.
Exactly.
He has.
He could have killed Cap. He could have killed Cap after that. He could have killed Cap. For real.
He tried to. You saw the beam he put out.
Yo, that was crazy. But that beam, the unibeam on Winter Soldier was crazy, yo. He blew his whole arm off. It was crazy, yo.
I'm of two minds when you talk about like best MCU film. Like, I could probably tell you that Endgame is probably the best. It's a culmination of 10 years of storylines, and they all pay off, and it works. It works all the way up until the end. It's perfect, but Endgame does have a pacing problem. Like it is a little slow at times because
it's a celebration. It's a culmination of everything. That's why people pick Infinity War first.
It was
because Infinity War is literally.
It definitely was.
Infinity War is 2.5 hours and it feels like 30 minutes because it's going and going and going and going. There is no downtime in Infinity
Action pace. Once it started, it didn't stop.
And the fact that you make Thanos the protagonist of the film. And the story in the movie is about him and his journey to get to where he needs to go. And he wins.
It's genius. It's genius. Yeah. Genius. Yeah. So you know what? I might have to recant that statement, Jay, about No Way Home being the best. Like, because Do y'all realize what they brought to the superhero genre of movies by having the heroes lose at the end of the movie? Not just lose, them niggas got dusted, bro.
Yeah, literally.
Listen. My reaction at the movie theaters was like this. Like, what the fuck just happened?
Literally.
Like, what just happened, bro? What just happened? Like, did he
That
just
was
dust
Marvel.
Spider-Man? And Tom Holland's portrayal of getting dusted, it was dope because it was like he sensed it with his spider sense before it actually came to him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay, so both sets of movies, Endgame and Infinity War, like they have two of the most iconic lines. The I don't feel so good and the I love you 3000. Those two, bro, like because people kept quoting it, like it wasn't even like even if you hadn't seen it, like you would just hear people like, "Yo, what is that?" Like, why people keep saying that? You know.
Yeah.
And I'm one of those people that like I don't like stuff being spoiled. Like it pisses me off when I see. Like, I don't even like watching previews or trailers for nothing because
I'm not watching no more trailers because this new phase of Marvel, they're not doing what they was doing before. Shit that's in the trailer is in the movie. You know what I'm saying?
The secret is you only watch like the first two, like the teaser trailer and then the official trailer. And
that's it. I'm not doing no more. No TV spots, none of that. None of that. Yeah. Because listen, I was mad as hell when I noticed that everything that was in Doctor Strange trailers was actually in the goddamn movie.
You can't watch commercials. That's where they mess up at. When we start like we watching the playoffs and then you see the
right
come on, and then you see like that one character. I'm like, I did not know that. Like I didn't want to know that
because I'm watching the game right now and I'll be so mad because I'll be like even on Twitter, I'll be scrolling and I get exposed to something, then I end up reading and I can't stop reading. I'll be like, damn it, man. Damn it. I don't want that spoiler.
I had two characters spoiled for me in Doctor Strange. I have to admit, I was a little pissed. Especially,
it probably same character that spoiled for me too. For real.
Especially because like when I knew the character going out, I was like, okay, like this character would be in the movie for like 30, 45 minutes. It was like 2-3 minutes.
I actually made a bet with somebody on Twitter too. I made a bet that we was arguing when the trailer came out that he was saying, everybody wanted to be Superior Iron Man. And I'm telling everybody, look, they're not doing nothing related to Tony Stark at all. It's over. It's over.
Yeah.
I wanted the one rumor to be true, and that you were going to get Superior Iron Man. It was going to be Tom Cruise.
Hey, listen, I can't say that I didn't want it, but I knew it wasn't going to happen.
Oh man, that would have been amazing, but
I knew that would have been dope though, because you know the plot hole that they missed and they didn't touch on was the Ultron bots.
Yeah, who created
them? Who created them?
But I think it was Mr. Fantastic that did that.
I think so too. Because when Rachel from that universe was speaking on where they funding and everything came from, it came from the Baxter Foundation.
Yeah. Yep.
So I figured it probably put 2 and 2 together. Then he said he was the smartest man in the universe, so it went hand in hand together.
Yeah.
But I honestly feel like
they do have like Reed Richards existing in that universe as well, because he confirmed that he had a son or a family or whatever.
True. So what they saying is, basically, they supposed to be coming out the Fantastic Four soon, and I don't know what year or when it's supposed to be, but from the slate, Thor, Love and Thunder.
So I got another question. Like,
go ahead.
Who do you like the third iteration of the Fantastic Four? Who do you want to be on that team with John Krasinski?
Like who do you want portraying the characters?
Yeah.
Emily Clark to play.
Yeah, it gotta be Emily Blunt as Invisible Woman, right?
Emily Blunt, yeah.
Okay.
But they're not gonna do that because that's his wife, though, right?
Yeah.
No, but here's the thing. I've always said this about them. I don't know what it is, but they make the perfect couple in every movie they play. Like
because that movie, what was that joint? Okay, Quiet Place. For the presence of acting and not actually speaking and to do a good job, that was pretty impressive to me. That was very impressive. Very impressive. Very impressive. I really enjoyed that.
Absolutely.
Movie. Yeah.
All right. Hold that thought for a second, y'all. Okay, everybody that's coming in, welcome in. The topic of conversation is, which do you believe is the better universal entertainment company between Marvel and DC? That's the first question. Are you a fan of Marvel, or you're a fan of DC, or are you neutral? You like both? Second question is, if you had to create your own personal Mount Rushmore of superheroes and villains, as well as an honorable mention, who would they be? You have to pick 4 solidified ones and an honorable mention for both heroes and for villains. That's the next question. Final question is, if you had the opportunity to have a character created for you from either company, would you choose between a hero or a villain? And second part to that question is, what ability would you possess? Or abilities, more meaning more than one. So, all right. Yeah, let's keep going, fellas. Let's definitely keep talking about it because this is really engaging. Now, we were talking about character portrayals, as far as like which actors and actresses portrayed the characters the best. I'm definitely gonna say Hugh Jackman and Wolverine. He got that. Ryan Reynolds with Deadpool. I love Tom Holland as Spider-Man. Even Tobey Maguire. Not so much Andrew Garfield. I even like Benedict Cumberbatch as Doctor Strange. I like him too. They all resemble him well. P, like we talked about earlier too. Robert Downey with Iron Man. Definitely
perfect. Nobody else could portray that. Nobody else can portray that. Nobody.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I love the old school Michael Keaton as Batman. I like Tom Hardy as Bane too. I'm not even gonna lie, he killed that. Heath Ledger is Joker.
I really liked it. Tom Hardy's version of Bane. I like how he put that weight on.
Yo,
He was big as hell.
I have an MCU honorable mention, so it's not a movie, but it's an MCU honorable mention.
Cool.
It's John Bernthal as Punisher.
Oh yeah, perfect, perfect character. Perfect character, yeah.
Hold on real quick. I don't mean to divert the conversation, but I don't know if you saw, but Variety just put out the exclusive. They're bringing back Daredevil on Disney Plus within the MCU this time.
Absolutely.
Hold on, repeat that. Say that again.
They're bringing back Daredevil as a Disney Plus show.
As they should. As they should.
Okay, I heard that. But this is my gripe with it, and this is the conversation we having on Twitter. Do you think, honestly, with the presence of the Disney Plus genre and how they go about doing everything, right? And being what was presented to us on Netflix for Daredevil, do you think it's best that he get his own series or do appearances in other series?
It's best that he gets
both.
Continue with the way that they were doing it. And the thing is,
they're not gonna make it dark how it was on Netflix.
They are gonna make it dark because the thing is, they're allowing mature content to be on their platform now.
Yeah.
So you're right, because Moon Knight was a big graphic for as far as violence.
Not even that. They put the Netflix shows on Disney Plus, and now to watch them, you have to put parental controls on your Disney Plus account.
Exactly.
Nothing changed. You still get Cage being like, "Yo, you want coffee?"
You're right. So it's gonna work. It's gonna work.
Like the Hawkeye series, how they portrayed Kingpin, like they had to allow mature content because you can't have the inconsistency with the violence that Kingpin was allowed to do on Daredevil. As opposed to what he did on
that scene with Kate, that fight scene with Kate was good too. That fight scene with Kate was good. I ain't gonna lie, that was good.
Yeah,
that was good.
Wait, I mean, the thing is, he was throwing that. What's the girl's name?
Kate Bishop.
He was throwing her around like a rag doll, but he could have been doing so much more to her if it was the Netflix version of that character.
Oh, he would have grabbed her and probably slammed her like Hawk did Loki. Like
he would have took her head. He would have went over to the door and bashed her head in the door like 100 million times. Like,
right.
Yeah.
Valid point.
Y'all violent.
Valid point.
Hey, that's what they gave us. What you want us to do?
That's literally what happened. Oh, in the show.
Literally. He was
They
doing
did.
all kinds of crazy stuff, bro. Like for real. My man was wild, bro. My man was wild.
They did. They
Hey,
did.
you know, hey, big question. What characters, right? What characters you want to be portrayed that haven't been portrayed in movies yet?
Ooh, good question.
I think we can all say we're waiting on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But you know who I really want to see though?
That.
You know what I really want to see? And this is to Josh, especially. Tombstone would trash majority of Batman's role gallery. Tombstone. Yep. Yep.
Josh, you get him left.
He left.
Where you go? Yo, where he go?
Hey, look. I think we can all agree on this one too. We all are waiting on Gambit. We need Gambit.
Yo, but who's playing Gambit though?
Supposed to be Channing Tatum,
huh?
But they haven't talked about no other actor.
I don't like Channing Tatum as Gambit.
But the thing is, though,
I
haven't seen nobody else with that do it.
I think because Gambit is kind of a slender dude, and I don't think Channing Tatum's like his frame could fit that or slim down to that. You know what I mean?
But the closest person that they had try to do it was the one that they used was that Taylor whatever his name is. Yeah, he played it, but it wasn't his fault. It was the screenwriting and the director that messed it up. That movie.
Yeah.
That Wolverine movie, that Wolverine Origins was the worst X-Men movie there ever was.
It was until they gave us Logan, and Logan was like Thriller with Michael Jackson. Loved it.
Oh, Josh back, y'all. Okay, Josh back.
So what's the best Marvel movie? Not MCU, but Marvel movie.
Oh, just anything done by Marvel?
Yeah.
It could be real life or animated. It could be anyone, right?
Yeah, it could be anything. Any Marvel property.
Ooh.
I'm gonna say
Into the Spider-Verse. Door like that?
Yeah.
Yep.
For sure.
I say Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. I'm gonna say it.
Okay. I can't disagree.
Everything
with
about that movie was
my mind.
Everything
mind
about that was amazing.
Everywhere right now. Hold on. He included animated universe too.
I still have it in game.
I'm just saying, just as far as like just Marvel, their name, I'm going to say Into the Spider-Verse. DC, I'm going to say Dark Knight Returns.
Okay.
Hey, you might have some animated movies that might be better than that.
Which one? Which one is better than Spider-Verse? Let me know, because Into the Spider-Verse was flawless. The animation was dope.
We speaking of animation. I can't really say any other Marvel properties as far as animated is touching Into the Spider-Verse, because when you talk about animation, like for me, to keep me entertained, it has to be a good storyline. Into the Spider-Verse was a perfect storyline for Miles. You get what I'm saying? And everybody else that played a part in the movie, you know? And I like what you say earlier. What was the animated movie you was talking about earlier, Josh? What was the Justice League?
Phantasm?
No, not that one. Justice League. It was Justice League movie.
Justice League Dark?
Oh, Justice League.
Yeah, the one where Batman had the contingency plan for everybody.
Yeah.
That right there is up there with Into the Spider-Verse. Period. Because the way he went about it.
Is he playing for everybody?
Huh?
I don't know about that. It's a good movie, but I don't know, better than Into the Spider-Verse?
No.
Yeah,
I say what? I said on par. I said on par with Spider-Man. Not better.
I don't even know if it's on par. Because that the thing is like
The thing about Doom is that it has a handicap, is that it was made direct to TV, and Into the Spider-Verse is made
that's
for the
my
big
point.
screen.
Okay,
that's
you're
my
right.
point.
The handicap is valid. It's valid. It's valid. It's
If
valid. It's
you
valid.
make
It's
Doom
valid.
for the big screen, it has potential, but it needs to be made for that format. And people have to see just how nuts Batman really is, and that he will make plans to actually kill his teammates.
And he's saving the world with them, and the whole time he think he waiting for you to lose your shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? They wait for you to lose it, like, because everybody. I mean, think about it. Wouldn't you, if you was a human with all these aliens and all these other people with all these superpowers who could destroy the planet, wouldn't you have a contingency plan?
I am firmly under the Batman was right crowd. Like, yo, you got to keep them in check. You're right. What if Superman gets brainwashed? You got to deal with that. But how you gonna deal with that? You know, you gotta do what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, bro, I'm riding with Bruce Wayne on that one too. I'm riding with Bruce, taking Bruce side for real, because that shit right there is pretty crazy, pretty nuts. Honestly, it's pretty nuts.
But
to be in that position, man.
If we're still talking like best overall Marvel film ever, I guess there's like two I will probably rock with, but like for different reasons. I'm still putting Endgame at the top.
I know one.
Hold on. I still put Endgame at the top because I feel like, again, that movie only works if you have 10 years of other films to go off of. And then I have to do Spider-Man 2 from 2000.
Pete, weren't we just talking about that this morning?
Yeah, we
were
was,
just talking about that.
We was, and you said that too. We
said it.
We was.
You, just that scene when he fought him on the train, that whole entire scene.
That was dope.
And then he had to try to stop it. Epic. That's why I say he's
where it started at. It started on the clock tower first, right?
Yeah.
Started on the clock tower.
Even just the part when what's his name, Greg, he took his suit back, and J. Jonah Jameson, he got pissed off and stuff. It's like, I want him hung up by his webs and all that stuff like that. I want Spider-Man in the newspaper. It said he's back. He busted that thing. I said, woo!
I remember that, yo. Remember that. It's classic. Classic.
Making his way towards the clock tower. Looked at Doc. I like said, where is she? He said, "Oh, she'll be fine. Come here, let's talk." I'm like, "Let's get it."
Hey, yo, so where do y'all put No Way Home though?
Oh shit! You know, I feel like, hold on before y'all say anything.
Here's the thing about No Way Home. Without the other Marvel movies, there is no Way Home. You know what I mean? Like, No Way Home was a fan service. It was a treat. It was a recollection of what used to be while giving us hope for the future, which is what made it so great. But in my opinion, if we're considering all the Marvel properties, there are other Marvel movies better than No Way Home, in my opinion. But if it's just MCU, then yes, No Way Home is like one of, if not the greatest MCU movie of all time. But
hey, Chief.
We talking Marvel.
Give me one that's better than No Way Home. Give me one, just one. You said Marvel. You said it's not the MCU. Give me one. I need to hear this.
Look, we talking Marvel. I don't care about the MCU, ICU, IOU. Marvel.
MCU is important.
What we rolling?
We're not going to downplay the MCU though. MCU is important. It's
no, I'm not downplaying it.
Because Marvel was in a state of influence before they even got the MCU. That's why we're in a position now that they had to buy 20th Century Fox, and he had to merge with Disney. Because without having to merge with Disney and Disney taking it over, they wouldn't have been able to be in position to get their characters back because they wouldn't have been able to have that money. You get what I'm saying?
You're right.
To buy 20th Century Fox, to get the rights to Fantastic Four, for them to redo it again because they made the other characters that wasn't popular. So now we got to redo where everybody messed up with the Fantastic Four and the X-Men. But in general, do y'all feel as though that those movies was bad, or was they good for their time?
They were. I'll put it like this, because we talked about this too earlier. P, you had mentioned this. they were basically like warm-ups, just to kind of put it out there. Test
Right. That's how I
runs,
look at it. That's
you
how I
know?
look at it.
Yeah,
I wouldn't call them
they were
test
test runs.
I wouldn't call them
I
test
feel like
runs
they were.
because like they were made with the intent to be like this is we're going all in on this. Like this is the X-Men. We're changing everything about them. They're wearing leather suits now instead of the colorful outfits, and this is their origin story. You know what I'm saying? That they went all in. I'm not going to say that they're bad.
The leather matching suits was ill though.
Yeah, they weren't even that bad. If I'm being honest with you, it was just
they wasn't. They wasn't.
That.
They wasn't.
But they're not bad films. X2 was actually a really great film.
X2 was. It was. They
screwed up with X-Men 3. But then they kind of brought it back with First Class.
Days of Future Past you're talking about?
No,
Days of Future Past was good.
Dark Phoenix, the Dark Phoenix one.
Oh, Dark Phoenix. They messed up every Dark Phoenix movie. I don't know how they couldn't get that right.
Terrible.
I don't know how they couldn't get that right.
There is no good. There's no good thing as a. There's no such thing as a good Dark Phoenix thing. You can't do Dark Phoenix. Like people need to stop doing Dark Phoenix. It's bad.
They should have gave that. They should have gave that shit to Marvel and let them do it. I bet you they could have did it right.
We'll see. I don't know, man. I still think I think that's a bad storyline in general. At the end of the day, I just think you should leave Dark Phoenix alone.
Honestly, would you be mad if they really decided to redo that?
Yes, we've now seen this interpretation twice. There's no need to go back to that.
I totally agree. Let that shit go.
As a matter of fact,
find another OP character to use.
As a matter of fact, get Jean Grey out of here because anytime you bring her around, you just have the idea of Phoenix, and it's just like, nah, man, I don't want that. Put Emma. What's her name? Whatever her name is, the Ice Queen.
Emma Frost.
Emma Frost. Put Emma Frost in her place. I'll be cool with that.
But she OP too.
Not really, because once she's in her diamond form, she can't read your mind.
Oh, she can't.
Pick one or the other.
But she got. And she one of the characters got an evolution too, right? She one of the characters got an evolution, didn't she?
Oh, I don't know. Does she? I haven't seen that one.
I don't think so. No, I don't think so.
The I know about are Iceman and Storm. And
I thought no Magneto Omega level, ain't he?
I think Magneto is, yeah.
What about
that, a level 5 or
no, like the mutants that can basically like destroy the Earth if they wanted to.
Yeah, that's what they consider Omega.
Oh, Magneto for instance, like Iceman could like touch like the tip of a faucet and he could like freeze
everything.
The entire world's like earth, like water supply. Like
literally.
He could do like some wild shit. Storm could literally cause
he learned that his powers is based off his mental state, bro. It's a wrap. It was a wrap. He started mentally training himself. He started having meditation and shit like that. It was a wrap. Mm-hmm. Yeah, look, let me ask you something.
Oh, yeah.
What if Spider-Man had the ability to be trained like how he did in the MCU, but in the comics? How you think it would have worked out for him then, compared to him having to hustle and bustle for everything that he got?
I mean, isn't that the great trick of the home trilogy? Is you thought you were watching his origin story the entire time, but at the end of the day, we're just now getting to the point where he does have to go hustle and bustle and be from the ground up, and he has to go do his own shit from this point on.
I think that aspect was kind of dope, though.
Yeah, because it's like, no, we're gonna forget about you. You're on your own. Like you gotta go get your GED. You in a 1-bedroom apartment, like
nobody knows who Peter Parker is.
You got to go ahead and sew your own suit. No Stark Tech this time. Like you out here. Like that's it. You for real on your own now. Like where they go with that would be interesting to see.
Yeah, they talking about the next joint. He's supposed to go to college or something like that. So
I'm here for it. Let's go.
I'm here for it because I kind of like that version of him in the comics.
Yeah,
he had a lot going on because I remember one iteration where I think it was the Hobgoblin pulled up on him while he was in class, and his spider sense went off, and he had to try to stop the pumpkin bombs from hitting people in the class. It was crazy. Yeah, it was crazy. Mid action scene, while trying not to be noticed as Spider-Man, trying to stop the people from getting killed. It was crazy.
Yeah.
And honestly, I think Hobgoblin is another. Well, I think he's a bootleg version of the Green Goblin, but he's just as crazy as him in general, though.
Potential to be a villain in a film for sure.
You think they could do a movie with him?
Even
Yeah.
AP, don't forget Demo Goblin too.
Oh, I forgot about him.
Yeah,
You know,
a lot of people forgot about him from Maximum Carnage.
You know what the trick is with Hobgoblin? You make Hobgoblin like the Green Goblin in the Ultimate comic books, where he's an actual goblin instead of a dude in a goblin.
Oh, you talking about like in Miles universe?
Yes, like that version. Yes,
where it's like a big giant goblin.
Yes, you like a big giant
fire
goblin.
breathing goblin.
Yeah, that would be dope.
That would be dope though. That would be dope. Hey, what if they introduce Miles into the next Spider-Man movie though?
Needs to happen. It's time.
I mean, they mentioned the Black Spider-Man in the movie, so why not?
We know his uncle exists. Yeah,
Charles Gambino was in there. He was in there.
It's due time.
That would be. I can see that. I could definitely see that.
Morales.
Huh?
He is too old for that.
No, he played
Charles Gambino.
Oh, he plays his uncle.
He plays his uncle. Remember, he was the one that was interrogated at Homecoming.
I don't think he would be a good uncle either. I don't think he would be what's his name? Vulture or
Aaron Davis, the Prowler.
The Prowler? Yeah, I don't think he would make
he would be Aaron Davis, yeah.
I think Mahershala Ali would make a good Prowler, just like he did in the animated movie.
NFL, yeah, but
okay, I can't disagree with that because we haven't seen no iteration of him playing as a father. Like even on the show Atlanta, he's not even playing the father for real.
But that man is Blade, and we are getting Blade probably this Halloween, maybe.
Whoa! Really?
They're doing a Halloween special with Werewolf by Night, and the big rumor is that Blade's going to be in it.
Oh, just like the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special they're gonna do.
Yes, they're gonna do a Halloween special.
Oh, that's dope. Yo, they genius with this whole Disney Plus MCU movie. Like, if you don't got Disney Plus, you gotta get Disney Plus.
I don't understand how anyone could watch Doctor Strange 2 without watching WandaVision.
You can't.
Because
you don't understand why.
You gotta watch.
You don't understand why Wanda tripping. You don't understand why Wanda tripping. But when you look at it, when I really thought about it though, right? Wanda been losing people since day one. She lost her parents. She lost Sokovia. She lost Quicksilver. Lost Vision. Lost all her friends with the Avengers because they all went and did their own thing. Now she Dolo. Lost Vision again, then lost her kids. And I like how
she lost everything.
Reminded her. I like how Dr. Kim reminded her, said, "Yo, your kids are not real."
No. This child knew they were all dead.
This child about 3 times in the movie.
He was like, "You made them with magic." And she was like, "Don't all mothers make kids with magic?" I was like, "Oh,
that was dope. That was dope. That was dope." Hey, yo, you know what's crazy? I took my girl to go see it, right? And she was like, "You know what's crazy?" I took her on Mother's Day. She's like, "This is the perfect Mother's Day movie." That the mom will do anything to get to their children.
Yeah, for sure.
I said, yo, you actually got a valid point. It is a Mother's Day movie.
Sick.
Because Wanda was, honestly, I like the concept of the fact that they went with a different way with this movie compared to other MCU movies. This is one of his own. I think this one sits in his own category as far as MCU movies because of how dark it was. You know what I'm saying?
They definitely leaned into the horror element for sure.
Yeah, and the fact that a hero became a villain.
That
they haven't done that either.
Yeah, that was flawless how they did that. I love that.
Loki ain't no hero.
He ain't no hero, but like
Loki not an anti-hero either.
But Loki went out dying a hero.
Indeed. I can't disagree with that. Even though it was done in stupidly epic fashion, but you was like Black Widow bringing sticks to fight Thanos. You had a fucking little butter knife to stab Thanos.
Yeah.
Bro, he got the space stone, bro. He can stop all time. He can stop everything. What do you mean? Like,
yeah, that's crazy.
I was thinking like, bro, what's wrong? But he was really tripping, and Thor was looking like, yo, bro, you tripping, dog? You see what he just did to me? See what my man just did to me, dog?
You thought he's a Hulk?
Oh yeah.
1-2 step.
Hey yo, listen. Hey, listen, right? I feel as though that was the perfect way to start the movie, yeah, to show you how much of a badass he was. He was holding Thor like a baby, then handed Hulk his ass, then went off to just dismantle the Guardians and all of nowhere. Yo, man. Yeah.
This is ill.
Man. You know, Takeda Wakiti said that Christian Bale's version of Gore the God Butcher is supposed to be the best villain iteration in the MCU to date.
I literally just got Marvel Unlimited just so I could read that Gore storyline. I'm about to go nuts with that.
Yeah, because it really. I read the article and I was baffled. I'm like, so my comment was, clear his throat. I think Thanos has that title because I don't see, like, for instance, like Thor Ragnarok was supposed to have been like a real like end times for the gods or whatever, but he made it funny, but it was still good. You know what I mean? But you think he could do that twice?
You make a storyline about a guy going around like going after all the gods. You could do a moment where it's like, he could make it funny because you can make it funny because basically Thor is at the end of his like storyline at this point, right? He's like he has no purpose anymore.
Midlife crisis.
He's having a midlife crisis. There's no more Asgard. He's no king. Yeah. Where do you go from here? So you could make light of that while at the same time maybe Gore's going around killing everyone he knows, and he got to like figure out like, yo, I got to go after this dude.
What if Thor dies in this joint though?
It's possible.
I mean, Jane is in that joint though. But in the comics, they're not doing it, and they don't stick to the core of the story. But I just can't wait to see how they're gonna bring Jane into the fold of having the hammer, because in the comics she got cancer and the hammer came to her, and at that time Thor was unworthy. Thor was running around with the axe, and just in general, the Stormbreaker aspect. Like, Stormbreaker is not his. It never was his. It was Beta Ray Bill's. But y'all gonna tease us with Beta Ray Bill on Sakaar, but don't give us no inclination that he's actually around.
Right.
So I'm kind of confused on that aspect.
My big brain theory at the end of all this is that we're getting Secret Wars and we're getting all the battle worlds. And one of the battle worlds is going to be the Thor core, and you get all the Thors. And it's either a Disney Plus series or it's a movie, but you're going to get all the. You'll get Storm.
You talk about Groot Thor.
You're gonna get Groot Thor. You're gonna get Frog Thor. You're gonna get every Thor. That's my big brain theory.
Hey yo,
I'm probably crazy, but
Frog Thor was in Loki series.
He was in the Loki series.
Oh, let me stop. Jaden ain't said it. My bad, Jaden. My bad.
It's literally like 2 seconds. What? It comes and goes. It comes and goes.
My bad.
Hey, look,
jeez, my bad.
It's all good. Nothing wrong with a tiny spoiler here and there, but nah, like I said, I'm gonna eventually check it out though. But
it's not really major though. It's not really major.
It's literally like 2 seconds and it's gone. I promise. It's not even a big deal.
No, it's really not. It's really not.
All right, real quick. For those coming in, welcome in. The topic of conversation is: what do you believe is the better Universal Entertainment company between Marvel and DC? Also, who would you put in your Mount Rushmore of heroes and villains, as well as honorable mentions for both. So 2 lists, come up with 4 villains, 4 heroes, and an honorable mention for both. Also, if you had the opportunity to have a character created from either company, would you choose to be a hero or a villain? And also, what abilities would you possess? Or would you just want one specific ability? Those are the questions. Now, let me ask y'all real quick before we get ready to wrap up soon. Kind of going back to, I think Cheech said it, or P, it was one of y'all. What future collaborations do you want to see as far as like heroes, villains from either universe, as far as like movies, television, you know, that whole field, MCU, DCEU, all of that?
Hey, repeat that one. Go ahead, Josh.
So I just want to see the Fantastic Four properly be brought into the MCU where they are in the, because it did, like, the thing is, the Fantastic Four is like, in terms
the first
of like
family, the first MCU family.
It's not even just MCU family. It's like they're supposed to be on the, like, if I go to freaking Disney World or Disneyland right now, and I go to one of the theme parks, like, I should be seeing a Spider-Man theme park, I should be seeing the X-Men theme park, and I should be seeing a Fantastic Four theme park. Because, like, to me, they hold that kind of value, not even just amongst like hardcore fans, but they should be in the same breath of casual fans too. And it's just it's crime.
I totally agree because the thing is, even if you're not into comics, you know who they are. You know who they are.
Like I want them to finally be brought into the light. Like, if I play a Spider-Man game and I'm seeing a Fantastic Four like tower like in the background, something, like, bro, like, I should be making those connections. Like, and
exactly. I totally agree with you.
In the same vein, though, yes, you're right. The Fantastic Four need to be like, they need to be on the same level as the Avengers, like 100%. But
right.
This time, I want them to actually make it a family film. Bring in Franklin Richards, bring in Valeria Richards, bring in all of them. Make it this epic sci-fi adventure film with the family.
Exactly.
And have them go places in space, like, and make them larger than life. You know what I'm saying?
Because they've done that well. Like, they made us feel that relationship between Spider-Man and Tony Stark, and it only took like 2 movies for that.
It really did.
Especially because because Kang is going to be the big bad.
So they got to bring Franklin. They bring in Kang. You got to bring Franklin.
You have to have Reed in there because of that reason.
Right.
So that means Franklin's going to be there, right?
And
right.
Again, if my big brain theory is correct, and you do Secret Wars at the end of the day, at least the modern day version, is supposed to be a story about Reed Richards and Dr. Doom.
Oh, Secret Wars! Secret Wars is supposed to be in the works. They talking about it, but they more so focus on the. I think what they focus on, as far as this wars is going, is the secret invasion with the Skrulls.
Okay.
Now, my big thing theory on that one is they're bringing Super Skrulls.
Okay.
Or
hey,
Super Skrulls could do. Go ahead.
So my cousin, he said future collaboration she wants to see in movies. She said Wonder Woman and Rogue, and she said Hulk and Storm. How y'all feel about that?
All right, I think a Rogue storyline could be good. Storm too, but in Storm you got to introduce some cameos, like the venture with him. Damn, you can't even do T'Challa no more. Shit. Oh man.
Well, I mean, this is a personal one for me. I do want to see them finally start exploring like the 2099, versions of the characters and stuff like that.
2099
like Spider-Man.
Well,
Yes, sir.
Because
Yes,
not even
sir.
just there's 2099 versions of the other characters as well.
It's true. It is.
And
Just
so
not popular. Just not popular.
With them kind of bringing in this multiverse thing, I would really want to see them, explore that definitely.
So Peep, am I crazy or is like we are like deep in the multiverse now? Is it? But they're doing X-Men 97, and they're doing
Right.
Marvel Zombies, and then
Right.
you have Loki already going on. So these are technically 3 shows already that are in the multiverse, so to speak.
Exactly.
I can imagine Marvel Zombies is going to be in like prime MCU, and X-Men 97 is literally the continuation of the X-Men animated series from the 90s.
Hey, but what you call them is hold on. But what if it's canon though, right?
What if it's canon? Yes.
Okay, so yo, you might got a valid point though. You might got a valid point.
Like I'm saying, these are technically battle worlds already on their own.
Exactly.
Just their own universes. And what happens, like let's say at the end of X-Men 97, something wild happened, and now you can finally pull mutants into the MCU like properly.
Wow.
Because if you saw Doctor Strange, they're basically saying that was the animated version of Professor X.
Literally, because he had the exact same suit, the exact same chair, the exact same tie, and the exact same white shirt.
Right.
Wow. I think you just connected
That's
some
crazy.
dots behind the scene. You connected some dots.
To go on the Rogue thing, like the setup is already there too. You bring
Rogue,
it
is.
You bring Rogue in. She has her mutant stealing abilities, but in the cartoon we know that she can fly and stuff. Where did she get that from? Captain Marvel, who's already in the MCU. Captain Marvel. Something wild happening.
Hold on.
The Captain Marvel a little too long. Just saying.
It's a rumor. I heard. I see this rumor a couple not too long ago. Guess who's supposed to be kind of like? I guess I don't think she'd be in the villain, but she's supposed to be in the Marvels movie.
Who?
Who's that?
It was a rumor. A Rogue was supposed to be in the movie.
If she's, that'll be dope. I don't know how they work her in though. If we haven't established mutants yet.
That's the thing. That's why I dismissed it. I didn't entertain it. You know what I mean? Because I said that would be good because they do have a little rivalry with each other, Rogue and Captain Marvel in the comics.
And if you bring Storm in, Storm could be like the new Queen of Wakanda.
That would be crazy if they did that.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about. That's the connection right there.
Like
I could see that.
Right itself, man.
But how you think?
Place them in.
How you think they're gonna do Wakanda Forever though?
Obviously you can't do T'Challa. They're gonna hold like a big, like the first 30 minutes is literally gonna be honoring T'Challa, and then the rest of the movie is that I say that you bring in Namor. And
I got a rumor. You want to hear it? Because it might be true.
What?
I don't want to say it. You sure you want to hear it?
No.
I think Namor. So I've already put that out there.
Okay, right. All right. So Namor's supposed to be in the movie.
Yeah.
And the movie's supposed to start out in tribute to trying to dismiss T'Challa in the movie so that you won't have any hope for him coming out or recasting.
Okay.
So I guess Atlantis is supposed to be attacking Wakanda.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be like some big battle, and T'Challa's supposed to go down.
I'm right there with you. Now, I saw something else that I don't want to say because I actually do think it's true, but I think I know. I'm actually mad that I know.
Hey,
you
look,
know what? I'm gonna play devil's advocate. I'm gonna play devil's advocate. Say it.
No. Because I think this one's real. I ain't gonna say it.
Come on. No, hold on. You can't do that. You can't sit there and say that. That's like somebody saying, "Oh, yeah, I gotta tell you a secret." Oh yeah, what is it? Nah, never mind. I'll tell you later. No, cat's out the bag. Say it. We at the table. Inquiring minds want to know. Everyone that's in the live chat want to know. You gotta say it.
Chick-fil-A, but they ask you if you want something. Like, what you mean, dog?
Yeah.
You know I want some Chick-fil-A.
Exactly. No, I want some Chick-fil-A. Come on. We want some Chick-fil-A, Ski. Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A. Say it.
Chick-fil-A.
What is it? We want to know. Inquire more.
Chick-fil-A sauce. Crispy chicken sandwich. Chick-fil-A sauce.
Obviously, with the hierarchy in the family, Shuri should become the next Black Panther, right?
Indeed.
But Letitia Wright wilding on set.
Yeah, she wilding, bro. I think she lost her opportunity, bro.
So they did rewrites and reshoots, and by the end of the movie, M'Baku is going to be the new Black Panther.
Oh,
shut up.
I could see that.
Hey, you know what? That sounds very, very, very legitimate. Oh my God. That does. That didn't they hit something like that in Black Panther?
Because he was going after the throne. He was like, you know,
right,
you sucking like you. Like I want the throne.
You got this boy sitting on the throne.
Yeah.
He said, and this girl who just disgraces with the country with these technological advancements. Yo, that was my shit. That would be dope.
He said, look, it's challenge day, especially with someone who can't keep their own father safe. Yeah, I could see Big M taking that throne. That would
bro, you got one. That's it.
Go up directly against Namor and Atlantis. Yeah.
And trashing. Yeah. Ooh.
I'm with it.
That's wow.
Ooh. I'm here for it.
You gonna leave us with that when we get ready to wrap up? Hey, now I kind of wish you didn't say that now. But
I don't know that I desperately want them to do is I want them to do the King of the Dead stuff.
Oh, okay. I agree with that. I don't
know if you know.
I'm here for that.
I don't know if y'all know, but in Black Panther comics, the King of the Dead is a concept where the Black Panther would visit his ancestors, all the previous Black Panthers, and take all their powers.
Yeah, boy, talk to him. Go ahead. I read it. Talk to him.
King of the Dead.
Yeah.
Listen, man.
Listen.
That could be for the third one. I could see that if they keep the franchise going, they could do that.
Listen. There's a version of the comics where the Illuminati exists, and T'Challa is on the Illuminati, and T'Challa bears the Infinity Gauntlet.
Yes.
Yeah. T'Challa.
One of my favorite panels of all time.
T'Challa is secretly on the low, like an OP character. You get what I'm saying? Like for real, he has moments, bro. And in general, he OP in general, just because that vibranium
leader of the Illuminati.
Right. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. In that book, you are correct because they was answering to him.
Mm-hmm.
Right. You're right. Because there's many different versions of them.
That's crazy.
Not everyone is the leader when they got the Illuminati in their story. Because there's a lot of ones where Tony got his lines. Yeah, look, there you go. Right there. Booyah. Look up, Jay.
We need that right there. That's the guy. He is him. Like, that's that guy.
That nigga. And you know what?
He is I and I am him.
Hey, Jay, man. You know what, man? You know what? I'm taking somebody out my top. I'm taking somebody out my top 5, man. Somebody got to go.
Uh-oh. Here we go.
Somebody got to go.
Who going?
Doctor Strange got to go. I'm putting T'Challa.
Oh, wow.
Strange on? Who we replacing the Strange?
T'Challa. King of the Dead T'Challa.
I can't be mad at that.
Did you read that story?
I ain't gonna argue that.
Did you read that comic line? Did you read that? You gotta read that.
I'm going to read it now. I used to like when I was younger, but I'm definitely going to get into it now. That's dope, Ski. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. Fellas, this has been entertaining. I learned so much. I gained so much. That's what's up, man. I mean, if there's nothing else, then I'm gonna probably go ahead and
appreciate the invite.
Get ready to wrap this up. Absolutely. Look, this is just the beginning, everybody, as far as these topics are concerned. That's stuff. I got more and more stuff on the way that I'm going to be talking about. Again, this is only episode 11. I have another Battle of the Beats coming. Part 2 is coming very soon. For those who haven't seen that one, definitely go and check that out. If you love the first one, you definitely gonna love this next one. We got a lot of heat coming. Oh yeah, Marvel one, obviously. Huh? You said what?
Said you got some fire?
Yeah. I did a Battle of the Beats event not too long ago. I got part 2 coming, to see if my boy D who won the first one. I'll send you the link once I get off of here. But what's good, KL? Appreciate you coming in. We actually get ready to wrap up soon, but if you want to give your take real quick on the topic, you can go ahead and do so. So obviously Marvel basically took the cake on this one because pretty much kind of forgot about DC. They ain't talking about them.
Of course. But of course.
I just want to say one thing about DC. One thing I want to see made by DC as far as the storyline adapted is from the comics is Kingdom Come. I don't know if y'all.
Cheat.
I want to see that.
Hey, but listen, I wouldn't trust that. I wouldn't trust that storyline in WB's hands.
No. Somebody else got to handle that, definitely.
Because you know what blew my mind with the DC, like the Warner Brothers, the concept where Flash saved everybody at the end of the movie in the second in the Zack Snyder cut.
Yeah.
They said that they did not understand that part.
Wow.
And they actually wanted it cut from the movie because they didn't understand it. It blows my mind. How?
They got a whole other problem with Flash on their hands because their actor is wilding out, and now they got to figure out what's going on. They got to figure out what to do with him.
They might as well just pick Dylan O'Brien, man, because he can be Flash.
Yeah, that's not a bad choice.
It's not. He got that bill, and I honestly, to be for real, I ain't got nothing against Ezra Miller, but I don't like his portrayal of the Flash. I don't.
No.
The way he was running in the Justice League movie, the Zack Snyder cut was just as bad.
Yeah.
It was. His posture was horrible, man.
But a lot of people just want Grant Gustin from the TV series.
Honestly, they did that on the TV series. They brought Ezra to the TV series, so why not bring him to the movies? Yeah. Why not? Cut the check. Cut the check.
Sure.
Honestly, I think that's the best iteration of the Flash as far as TV goes. I mean, as far as movies goes, TV too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Ezra Miller isn't a good version. I don't know why they chose him. I don't know why they didn't choose somebody that at least had blonde hair. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man. I really just wasn't a fan of it. And I only liked what he did at the end of the Zack Snyder cut. Everything else he done in that movie, I really didn't like the portrayal of it at all. And I like Flash. Flash is a dope character.
Yeah, man. Flash, one of my favorite characters.
I definitely like Flash. But I think what you call him surpassed him though. You know what I'm talking about.
Quicksilver?
Wally.
Okay.
Wally West.
You talking about Quicksilver, right?
He's actually faster than Barry Allen.
Better
Who you talking about?
Spider-Man or Batman?
Better say that again.
Which one?
Better video game series, Spider-Man or Batman?
Damn.
The GOAT. Spidey.
What game series are you talking about though, Jay?
I'm
talking about Spider-Man. Who was the GOAT?
What game series?
Spider-Man. Damn it.
No, I said what
you
game
said what?
Series though. He said video game series. Video game.
It could be the Arkham stuff versus the newer Spider-Man stuff. It could be, I mean, anyone.
But the Arkham series got more games than they got right now. You know what I mean?
But even still, though, I mean, the Arkhams are dope, but it can slightly get a little repetitive. I feel like with the Spider-Man ones, between this one and Miles, they did such a dope job, especially with the Marvel Spider-Man when you had to fight both villains at the same time. Oh my god, that shit was so dope.
But the gripes that I had with the Spider-Man game, I don't have with the Batman Arkham Knight game. Like I hated the side missions with Mary Jane, and I hated it. It was just like, oh my god, like why? Like,
okay.
I really couldn't get.
I kind of agree. I wasn't crazy about it.
But they were solid though. It was interesting, but it was like, if you know how you beat the game, then you put it on the highest level. You know what I mean? And at certain parts, that joint, it did get a little complicated though when you're trying to get MJ out of that joint when you had so many of those what was the trooper those Sokovian troopers? You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
Like
I know what you mean.
I could have did without it, and I was glad that they didn't put it into the Miles game. But the Miles game for me was a little bit short, but it was actually good.
Yeah, the Miles game had me feeling the disabled demographic of the dating world a little bit.
I agree. I
was like, damn, I ain't know deaf people had it like that.
Yeah, just honestly, with Spider-Man, from the opening when he was putting a suit on, he was grabbing all his stuff, he jumped right out that window. You had to hit what was it? I don't know what button was it, L2 or R2? I was so fucking amped, like, oh my god, like this is dope.
No, it was
like
fire,
from that moment on, that was, and then the fight scene with Doc Ock at the end with the storm and stuff like that on the first one. Oh my god, that gave me like that MCU type vibe. That reminded me of like Spider-Man 2. I was just like, I was amazed at that fight. That was just flawless. Like, oh my god. I got to say the Spider-Man games over the Arkham ones. The Arkham one was dope though, with especially when they introduced not introduced, but when they brought in the Batmobile and how he would dive right into the car and then just take off and then it formed into that combat machine. That was fly.
That definitely was dope.
That was dope.
Right. It was. It was.
Yeah, the Spider-Man was just it was different. Even just like I said, the fights, the bosses where you had to fight Rhino and Scorpion at the same time. Then you had to fight Vulture and
man.
Vulture and Electro at the same time. That was fly as hell. Like, they both coming at you at the same time.
How they all came together. How they set him up. You know what I mean? And like how Doc Ock knew the whole time who he was. You know what I mean? Like, he just tried to play it off because he had the plan the whole time.
I do want to kind of give credit to the Arkham series because that gameplay mechanic just with the fighting system, like they incorporated that into Spider-Man and they did it a little bit better in Spider-Man. But it really
they did. I agree.
Like, if it wasn't for Arkham, though, I mean they still would have found a way to do something good with Spider-Man. But it's just that kind of.
It would have been different.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so, they use those same mechanics. Those same mechanics.
I think the creativity
about the game.
Yeah, I feel like the Spider-Man combat, even though it branched off from Batman, I feel like it had more creativity, like how you can grab the different objects and all that stuff like that. Pinning people to the wall and stuff like that. Even like the moves that he did, like where he would web the person's arms and make them punch themselves.
Right
in the face like that. That's clever as hell.
It was Spider-Man.
That's fly as hell. Like,
epic
make you
Spider-Man fashion.
you could definitely pull off like a 20-string combo in the air, just doing like wild stuff and not pulling out gadgets, and like just keeping that flow going the entire time, and then just end it with like you grab it, bring them. Yeah.
You had so many different iterations of combinations.
Them air combos.
Too many combinations and I like the concept of really when you're starting off and when you finally get all the gadgets that you can use. I was learning how to mix stuff up together. You know what I mean? Like use the trip wire with the gravity wells. And boom, 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 knocking right. It was like getting a whole whole 6-7 dudes right out the way real quick, especially when you're doing those warehouse. You're doing like the demon warehouses or like the kingpin joints. You know what I mean? Like just the web slinging feature throughout the whole city was just genius, man. And the mechanics and how they put it all together, and they made it even better with the in the Miles game. You know what I mean? So
the warehouse battles were fly. I love those. Just all the different elements that you can use and how creative you can get when all them goons are just coming at you. Oh yeah, absolutely. You're right about that. But ladies and gents, I am going to wrap this up. I haven't eaten all day and I'm starving like Marvin. But this has been extremely fun, entertaining. I learned so much. So thank you all for taking time out to come up. Even everybody in the live chat, thank you all for giving your takes on the topic and every question that was mentioned. Very, very dope. I'm amped. I'm ready to go like just throw on Disney and just watch everything right now until I pass the hell out. So I want to thank everybody for coming through. Again, big shout out to each and every one of y'all. Big shout out to everybody on the panel board.
The bag
everybody in the live chat.
I remember that. His suit had got messed up till he had
the bombastic bag man. I loved him. Loved him.
Yeah, ran into the joint. That was dope. And replacing that was fire, yo. That's a classic comic.
Yeah,
too,
bag man.
Real, that's a classic.
BBM was a beast, man. That bombastic bag man. That was the homie right there. I love playing with him on the old school Spider-Man games. But as always, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. That is most important. Anytime I go live, come through, kick your feet up because you're home. You guys already know what it is. And remember the 4 things that make this beautiful world go around: peace, love, positivity, and prosperity. Tune in 2 weeks from this Thursday for episode 12. I'm going through all of the topics that everybody voted for. I got all the polls in and stuff, the votes and everything. So episode 12 will be the world of wrestling, old versus new. Definitely going to talk about that one. So be on the lookout for that one. I believe the next one after that, I got to check again, but I know. Huh?
Gonna win.
What was that?
90s wrestling.
Of course. But oh yeah, no doubt. But I definitely want to talk about it just to pick everybody's brain and get their takes on it. And I'm definitely doing a mouth theme for that one as well. I got the world of battle rap that's coming. Foreign versus domestic cars. That's going to be another topic. What's going on? How you doing? Big shout out to everybody coming in. KO, my boy, what's happening? I got a lot of topics on the way, a lot of stuff. This segment is going to be going for a while. And for everybody that's in here, if you guys have any suggestions for debatable topics to talk about and stuff that I can add to my list that I don't have already, let me know. Hit me up either through Instagram, Discord. Just click on that link tree that you see in the Nightbot. You can get in touch with me. That's the world of J2. Everything that I do within my channel and my podcast and everything else I got going on is all in that link right there. Every single link will redirect you to all the stuff that I do. And like I said, we this is just the beginning. We just getting started with this. So yeah, Cheech, P, Ski, my cousins, my brother, my family, everybody else in here, I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for making this live dope and entertaining.
Cheech, it was good seeing you, dog. For real, man. Good seeing you.
Yeah. Anything I want to say before I wrap this up?
All right, man. man. Thank you to everyone that commented, and let's keep this going. There's always great energy seeing everybody and having good discussions and talking about things that matter to us and that we grew up on or that are changing the world or revolving around the world today. So it's good stuff.
I appreciate the time.
Absolutely,
Thanks for inviting
absolutely.
me, man. I love having this small talk about the Marvel stuff, man, because everybody loved it. Everybody passionate about certain characters and their own theories and their own dictation pictures of it. You know what I'm saying? So I love to have that opportunity to have just bounce off ideas off each other, just to see what everybody think. Because just like how these characters are different, we all are different too. We all think differently. So I love that debate, the conversation, especially when you chose Bane. You see everybody that ignited everything. Sure. That ignited everything because you changed the game like Bane, like oh snap, that was different. That was different there. But I like it though. I like
that definitely. Yeah, that flipped heads for sure right there. Ski, you got anything?
I'm cool. I'm just cool, calm.
Can you hear me?
You heard me?
All right. Yes, yeah, I heard you. Yes, sir. I appreciate it. But yes, sir, I'm your host, Jay, aka Big Daddy Beard. This has been another episode of the Debate Table. Thank you very much. God bless. Good night. Oh yeah, Ski, that's in 4. I had to. I had to. It wouldn't be right. I haven't seen you in so long.
Hey yo. So he was riding with the Nets.
Yeah, that's his team.
Yeah, he's a Nets fan. I had to mess with him.
Listen, bro. Listen, yo.
Yeah.
One thing I was telling people all year, that's Nets fans. Yo, it's no way with all that turmoil was they gonna be the team that was rolling like Boston. No way. They ain't have their full team anyway to even, you know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Like, how you gonna beat with an unstable Kyrie ain't fully committed? You know what I'm saying? Like, that wasn't gonna work, man. It wasn't gonna work. Now they got Ben and they get back their shooter. What's the shooter that got hurt?
Joe Harris.
Joe Harris, yeah. If they get Ben and Joe Harris and everybody else at full strength, maybe they could be a good team. But that take time though, bro. It ain't, you know what I'm saying? That don't come overnight. Don't come overnight at all.
Yeah. I had to do it one time because we've been having a constant debate about it. So I just wanted to mess with him. I see he left. Yes, sir. Shots fired. But yes, this has been another episode of the Debate Table. Yes. It's been another episode of the Debate Table, ladies and gentlemen. I'll see y'all 2 weeks from today. Peace and love. Gone.
All right. Peace.
Peace. Y'all stay up.
Peace.